Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Unlucky Seven, an actual play Dungeons and Dragons podcast set in the world of Erdin. Before we jump into today's adventure, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you for sticking with us. I know the episodes have been taking a little longer to come out recently, and I really appreciate everyone's patience. The good news is we're almost there, just 2 more episodes, and everything should be back on our normal release schedule. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Your support, your comments, and your excitement for this story mean more than you know, and we're incredibly excited to continue this journey through Erdin with all of you. Now gather your party, sharpen your blades, prepare your spells, and keep an eye on the roll of the dice. The next chapter of The Unlucky Seven begins right now.
Hush now, traveller, draw near the flame, and hear the wind speak Erdin's name, of dragons high and vaults below, and roads where only legends go. For fate is not by kings decreed, nor written stone, nor noble creed, but forged by those who dare to roam far past the lands they once called home. Across the fields of Drantha's wide, where Angarus and Draca collide, the storm begins, the old world shakes, and sleeping powers start to wake. 3 shadows walk the winding road, where glory waits or darkness grows. For every blade and spell they claim may crown a hero. Cast the path unknown, no soul returns the same they've grown. So take your stand, the tale's begun, beneath the moon, beneath the sun. Roll the dice, let the legends rise. Raise your blade, let the old world shake. Heroes fall, villains claim the throne, but the fate of Erdin will be our own. Roll the dice, let the story ignite. Through the storm, through the dragon's flight. From the dark, new legends are born in the world of Erdin.
Last we left off, as the final crystal hung, suspended above the crimson waters, pulsating the last remnants of its corrupted magic. You knew there was only one chance left. Lyra, after being struck by you guys, as the bullet hits and the blades slash against her, you see for a brief moment, she regains both physical and mental strength back, allowing her to pursue strength into her eye. She begins to start digging her fingernails in towards her eye, trying to rip out this gem. She manages to. As she does, she pierces the skin and the flesh as if the eye itself is a part of her. As it's tossed in the air. In the suspension of the air, as Lyra falls to the ground, bleeding out from the eye. Others worried, rushing over towards her. Kierian, who sees this gem, and in the moment, wondering what's going to happen next, wanting to know what this is, as he leaps. You see as his legs grow a little heavier, as muscles gain and veins stick out, as he leaps up and catches this crystal with his top hat. At the same time, you, Cage, as you look towards Lyra's body, you see the knot, that glowing whitish gray, all around her body, as it begins to fade, almost ashen-like. Then you also see this very brimming, bright, reddish weave coming from her head down towards her chest, where the knot connects. You knelt beside her. Through the strange weave, only you could perceive as you watch as her threads life unravel. You think quickly and hesitantly at first, as you unleash the arcane wires from your brace, the gauntlet, weaving fragments of its own magical essence inside of her broken form. The damaged flesh across her back began to knit together, but only barely. Her eyes, being as red and dim and destroyed, especially the one missing, as that skin starts forming back, but leaving a scar and recreating that eye, but more magical than physical. You see the beautiful eye on the right, but a very palish tone on the left now. But still on the ground, lifeless, not moving. You can tell it certainly wasn't enough to restore her, only enough to keep death waiting. Across the chaos, Darrow looked down on the names etched across his arm. One stood out among them, Lyra. Searching for answers, he reached beyond the mortal world, found himself standing once again before the quiet presence of Lady Death. Besides her, the darkness waited patiently, as it always had. Lyra stood on the edge of that final doorway, her soul balanced between life and oblivion. Death did not reach for her, not yet. She simply waited. When the silence finally settled, the ancient stone beneath your feet began to crack. The ritual platform, grown as centuries of magic, collapsed within it. Knowing there was nothing left to save, you gathered Lyra's unconscious body and fled behind you. You watched as the great stone crumbled in the blood-red lake, taking the remnants of the ritual with it. You rowed back across the silent water, exhausted beyond words. No one spoke much. The weight of everything that had happened was heavier than any armor or the items you carried with you. You find shelter back in the abandoned village, the ones that the crows attacked, surviving it. You find one of the shelters abandoned. As you guys look around, try to clean it up. Even Reese begins to sway to the side, kind of clear out the kitchen ready for the morning. It's still nighttime, it seems, somewhere around maybe 3-4 o'clock in the morning. But you all decide to make camp. As you lit the chimney mantle, move Lyra's body to the floor, wrapping her up with whatever blankets or cushioning you could find, hoping she'd come back, if not. And some of you wanting to find a way to understand her race and as to what needs to be done, whether it's a ritual or you just bury her on the spot. As you all begin to find an area to rest, as others watching doorways, windows, and just listening all together. Morning came, but seemed very slowly. Among your belongings sat the old potato sack that you guys managed to find when you returned. You noticed it wasn't in a haystack, but it was actually tossed to the side underneath one of the benches. No, there's no horses or anything kind of keeping it together. Then you hear what sounds like a sound when the morning comes. A stir and a movement. As you see that Lyra wakes up. With a sharp grasp, you see as she clutches at the bandaged spots and ruins on her body, where the shard had once been. Every breath hurt. Every movement sent pain through her body, barely able to speak. And anger and frustration, wanting to scream, you see that nothing really comes out. You can tell that she's parched and she's hungry, as Reese, who provides the food, hands it out to everybody and passes it to Lyra. She, within seconds, kind of scuffs it down. You've never seen a woman like her do it. Somebody who seemed somewhat elegant. And sure, she was happy, but you've never seen the crazy side of some people.
After scoffing it all down, both food and drink, exhausted, she looks towards Kierian, who pulls out that crystal and shows it to her. Without a second, she takes it underneath towards her feet and grabs the bottom half of her glaive and pushes down on the gem. Not having the strength as Kramer and a couple wander over towards her and push down with her. You watch as that crystal turn into shards. Exhaustion finally claimed her once again. You motion her over towards the closest bed as she began to drift back into an easy sleep. Now, as the morning light filters through the broken walls of the abandoned home, questions remain. The shards laying on the ground, some gone through the cracks. Ritual seems to have stopped, for now, hopefully. You don't know whether or not if Erdin survived. But you know now that Lyra lives, but at what cost? The road ahead stretches back towards Everhome, if that is where you choose to go. What would you guys like to do? You're all kind of gathered in that house, waking up through the morning, eating a decent breakfast made through rations and a small amount of soup. Lyra, who's still laying in bed. What is your plan?
I'm gonna say, like, when she, like, wakes up, she kind of just, like, lays there and, like, stares. Kind of like, you know how, like, when you have, like, a bad dream and you try to process and understand everything? Yeah. That's essentially what she does for a bit. She's kind of in her own head on what happened.
Bewildered in the ideas.
Yeah.
And also trying to remember.
So, how does she feel in this moment, would you say? Besides, like, not like feel, because...
I got you, yeah. So, a lot of physical pain is the biggest thing. Not only do you still feel that sharp pain as if something is still sticking within your eye, it's sharp at the angles, like on the sides of your eye, but also a very strong pain, both mentally and physically within the heart, and a strain in your head.
So,
like almost like a migraine form, but at the same time, your heart's kind of beating very rapidly. And you take it in when you look up, you can feel every beat within the heart, even when it's very rapid, but your eyes twitching a lot.
So, is there a way to, like, I don't want to say, like, investigate myself, but, like, rolling, like, some sort of, like, insight on myself on, like, if anything has changed, power-wise, like, does she feel like she's still attached to what she drew her magic from initially, or has that changed? So that would be, like, Arcana, right?
You can roll Arcana, you can roll Religion, you can roll...
I'll do Religion.
Nature, Insight, whatever you feel like you want to focus more on.
Probably Religion, because that was a religious moment.
In the meantime, what are you guys all doing? You know that you have a carriage. It's speeding up. A lot of that fabric is ripped up now. The cloth that was over the actual wagon. Your horses are dead. They're pretty much bones. There's not really any skin left. Which would be almost impossible if Daru even had the ability to summon horses. Because they'd still have to have flesh on them.
13.
13? Alright, I will get to you in a second.
I'm so sick of this cough.
Maybe we should head back to town, guys.
Sorry.
How do you suggest that?
No, grab everything you can carry and guess we start walking.
Hooving it's probably our only option.
I can try and drag the cart.
A lot of weight to have to drag, Reese.
I feel like it would take us longer if we were to try and track that cart back to Everhorn.
You also faintly remember the very large rocks and roots that you guys kind of struggled, and the horses are enough to kind of just push it over the edge. Reese, you might be able to, but it'll be a very long trip. So to get back to Everhorn, it's gonna take you almost a month because it took you about 2 weeks worth of travel to even get towards that forest. So on foot, it's gonna be a very long time. There are a couple villages beforehand. You saw them when you passed by, but they're very small. Just farmland.
Well, could try to see if anyone from the village has a cart that can
Everyone,
at least bring us to the next village.
I take a look around. I'm pretty sure everyone here's dead.
I believe he
Not
meant
here, in the
to Steve.
Next village, Kierian.
We could definitely try, but
Kramer, you still have that map, right?
In
Yeah, I still have
between
it.
the next village here, all the routes is where all the routes are.
It's just a forest. It's a very
See
thick
the
forest.
old
So it's a
do
dark
have
forest. Like if you imagine a Minecraft, they're very close and they're very wide trees, but they're very thick vines that even most trees can't handle. As they're just peering through the ground and ripping apart even some of the other trees, making these very big knots. Or the stones are being pushed up because the tree roots are pushing them up. But you can certainly try. I mean, you can try to find an area, but there's only a few spots that looked wide enough for an actual cart to go through, which is why one path you guys went through.
I think our main problem is we're running at least probably low on rations.
And that's also, you also noticed you didn't see any carts or wagons within the actual village. You saw like wheelbarrows and like areas where just horses would be, but you also don't see any of their horses. You don't see any of their animals.
Yes, we should probably be walking.
At least walk to the next village, see if somebody's traveling that way, and hope for the best.
Make sure we go the right way, though.
What if we just left the horns here?
The main reason why we ran away.
Like,
Well, if there's someone tailing us,
That's a
they
thing
would
too,
find it
yeah.
if they looked, you know?
like just shove the horns under some hay in a broken down building in a village no one cared about. They're unlikely to ever be found.
Magic leaves.
So
It's not a
as
back bargaining chip.
as Lyra with that religion roll, it seems like you're still connected. Though the wind around you doesn't feel as soft and as welcoming. It feels like there's like a subtle brisk of wind, but then it's very flat.
So she would probably rise slowly, like with trying not to hurt because she's in pain, and like slowly get off of whatever she's on laying on, and she would walk towards the door, almost kind of like she's in her own head, and try to like go outside to see if she feels it outside, because if she's not feeling that connection as well as she is worried that
So you almost think that it's just because you're inside, and you want to go outside to kind of actually feel.
And then I would roll another one to see if there was anything there.
Did you want to kind of concentrate, or you want to just have it happen when you walk out? The idea that you kind of just open the door and you
it would initially be like her going outside to see if she feels it.
Okay.
And if she doesn't, or if she doesn't feel it as much as she used to, then she would concentrate.
Yeah, go ahead and roll religion with advantage as you walk inside.
You see her walk outside?
Oh my god, why does it like
Yeah,
a
past
fucking
perception,
12?
yeah. And it's a small area. You see she gets up abruptly, but she walks slowly to the door.
17.
17. Door swings open. Yeah, no, you walk out. First thing you feel is the sun. Very nice in your skin. After being that creepy black, shadowy cold, this is a whole different feeling at this point.
She closes her eyes.
But you feel a lot of wind. Drives back as it starts picking up your hair. You can feel it in between your fingernails, your fingers, through your small kind of cloth pants.
So then after that, she would probably roll. I would probably think to roll like an Arcana to try to like feel the magic bristling through her, maybe
Yeah,
to
you
make
can throw
sure
an
that
Arcana, yeah.
that's.
That was either a good roll or a bad roll.
8.
8.
That was
You're-
that was a.
As you're
but-
trying to enjoy this moment, you try to feel if you have any kind of magic within you that's within the aptitude of what you had before. It seems all familiar. Nothing seems to really have changed,
Mhm. Okay.
connection-wise or otherwise.
So she's just gonna probably take deep breaths and enjoy the sun for a moment.
I mean, standing out there enjoying it, you don't feel really any pain. Seems more soothing, as if like hands are being placed upon the areas that were wounded.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys watch. She walks out and opens the door, kind of just stands out in the middle of the road, eyes closed, arms wide, looking up towards the sky.
Clear she's kind of
The
doing her own
wind
thing.
seems to
She
kind of
needs this.
the wind seems to kind of just pick up within just
Like
her
when
area.
it rains after a couple days of no rains, we needed this.
But seems like the old Lyra seems to be there.
Small differences.
She didn't seem very excited to wake up, but
Who is?
didn't really seem like a smile.
Surely not Kierian.
But there's definitely some form of smile for me.
She definitely didn't wake up on time.
He's on
I
Definitely
already
didn't
am
wake up.
dreading waking
Definitely
up
not
tomorrow.
at 8:30.
Definitely not at 8:30.
I'm ready to go to bed. Because I know I'm going to have to wake up.
Yeah.
So you want to leave the horns? You said.
That was mostly joking.
Oh,
No, I'll still be taking the horns.
We want to keep him in the potato sack.
Probably.
We should probably not put
You
them
in
in
the
the
potato
new
sack.
in the new bag of holding.
Oh, you made a new bag of holding?
Yeah.
It is in a box now. You just had it in there.
We had him loose inside, that's why it curved it.
Yeah, well, it's not taking the chances.
Kieran can make, Kieran can make another one.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
hard.
you
It's not
can.
like
What the fuck
Jared's
are you
gonna
guys
limit
looking at me
us.
for? Like I can make more of them boxes out of fucking nothing. You got the
Oh,
materials
we were
out of your
talking
ass.
about the bag,
Bag.
But yeah,
not the box. You can make the bag out of.
Also, the
Banana.
box is not as what it used to be, because we destroyed part of it, melted part of it, and we never put it back together properly.
I don't
Yeah,
know
we
who
put
did
it
that.
back
He
with
sounds
your
like an
SIBO.
idiot.
What?
You put
I
it
don't know,
back
someone with
your seat.
acid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nah.
Nobody spit acid.
We
at
just
it.
we just
That's-
we just
that's not-
fucking super glued the box together and called it a fucking day.
Straight up.
does anyone's character kind of sit on the fact as to, especially you, Kierian, that you did not spot anything, wolf-like, dog-like after the howls? Nothing spotted.
We've been a bit busy, I would say, to think about that.
That's
At least
Okay.
But now that you mention it, I was thinking that last session that nothing really came of that vision other than the fact that, like the first portion of it where, the sky got dark and there was the howl.
I mean, if we have to deal with werewolves in the way home, at least we have some magic weapons.
But we were also told that there was something that could help us defeat that. And I think that howl was it. Potentially.
And then we dealt with it.
Then we got super lucky.
Then we got lucky. Yeah, then we got wicked lucky.
Before we leave, can I take a quick look around in that general direction in which I heard the howl?
You want to walk away from the building as if you're walking back towards the lake and just look at the island, or just
No,
walk
'cause-
outside and look at the general area?
Because I heard the howl in the town,
Yes.
We heard it when we were in.
and
the
I was
town.
I'm looking for a broken down cart near some rocks. If
Okay.
I remember correctly.
Yeah, go to a perception.
First roll of the night.
So I guess
Roll that
gather
20.
everything,
And getting organized first, and then
check in on Lyra, see how she's doing.
Okay. Lyra walks out. As she walks out, Kiara kind of wanders out, looks
Bottom.
around the village. No, you don't see a single thing that represented what you saw.
Can I walk towards where I heard the sound from?
Yeah, you kind of faintly remember. You wander around for what seems like 10, 15 minutes as others are trying to figure out what they're doing themselves.
Kierian.
Gone fishing.
You don't really see anything. You see more of an open field. There is a single tree. It's a dead tree. There is what looks like a small amount of fencing around the tree.
Ooh.
Broken white base fencing. No plants. Kind of beat up grass. Like people will walk down it. A couple stones.
Waddle up the stones.
Yeah.
Waddle my way on up to it. What am I looking at? Just a tree surrounded by
Kind of
plants.
like a it's pretty much what it looks like is it looks like one of the trees within the forest, but it has aged for a very long time. You can see that there's a lot of wood grain to it, and there's a lot of holes. It seems like there has been a lot of animals that lived in it, but you don't see any leaves anywhere.
Can I roll investigation on that?
Yeah, of course.
14 plus 7.
14 plus 7.
21.
I think
Oh, it's 9
it's either plus 7 or plus 9.
Yep. When you look around, you faintly see that around the tree itself, there are no tracks leading anywhere. It seems like it's space-wise from the actual tree where you see some form of tracks. It's at least almost 10 feet from the actual circular part of land where the tree is, where the fence is. Like as if it was been separated. You faintly see as you look upon the branches, hanging from the splintered limb in a single tuft of coarse black and silver kind of fur on the edges of the bark. Something faintly swinging within the wind.
Oop.
You're not going to be able to reach it.
Kagi no Bushi no wa!
Start jumping, boy.
You can try to climb the tree.
Climbs tree, falls
It'll
out
be
of tree.
athletics.
Not if I front flip up the We took a long rest, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So everything's all recharged.
Can I try and climb the tree?
Yeah, go ahead and roll acrobatics. Or athletics.
That's 5.
You hug the tree and start trying to kick up. Nothing, unfortunately.
How high up in the air is it?
From the branch, it's about 9 feet. 9, almost 10 feet.
Try again.
Well, when you look towards it, again, you see something faintly swaying. Despite kind of the lack of wind, there doesn't seem any kind of rough. Then you hear what sounds like something was moving. Something brief. You hear what sounds like a low breath of echoes through the forest when you look behind you.
Hello?
You don't hear a howl, but more of a breath. Then you see that's hanging what looks like some kind of patch or something. Silver and white in tone. When you look close towards it, you feel as every hair on your back and your neck kind of rise. You kind of spin towards the sound, but you don't see anything. You see that the woods remain empty. But when you turn back to the tree, you see that the tuft of where that is, it looked like some kind of fur, is gone. And in place, you see on the edge of the base end of the tree that you tried climbing onto, carved within the tree, what looks like some kind of claw marks. And you see this kind of palish tone oak sap coming from those claw marks.
Check those.
It's Schrodinger's dog.
The fuck is Chekhov?
It's a writing term.
Oh.
Chekhov's gun. If there's a gun in the first act, it should be fired by the third.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see a tuft of fur kind of just dangling there on the branch. As you try to climb it, you hear what sounds like something kind of move behind you, echoing movement from the forest. You look over for what seems like a minute. You don't see anything. You look around, nothing. As you look back, and you look back at the same spot, you see that it's gone. When you look towards the tree, ready to kind of climb it to see if maybe your eyes mess with it, you see a very medium-sized scratch mark of what looks like maybe 3 or 4 claw marks. And you see on the bottom half, reaching towards the trunk, there's this kind of white sap kind of oozing out in a couple of those claw marks.
Can I kind of go up and sniff the sap?
Sniff the sap. Yeah, you go over and you smell it. Smells sweet. Nothing like maybe sugary base, but it's hard to tell. You gonna taste it?
Yeah, I'm gonna taste
Do
it.
not taste the mystery sap.
You take it and you taste it. It's sweet. It tastes like you took a thing of sugar, kind of melted it on your finger and let it sit there, and you lick it. It's nasty texturing, but it tastes sweet, almost like a honey.
Well, looking at the tree, looking how dead it is, I'm gonna cast mending on the claw marks. Heal the tree.
Sure. Yeah, you put your hand on as you cast mend. Nothing happens to it.
Can I like walk around the tree?
Yeah. Walk around. You see a lot of that, more of that dead tree.
I go, hello? Hello?
No response.
And looking back up, both the patch and the tuft are gone. And looking at the tree again, it doesn't look like there's any more footsteps or anything that...
No, nothing stands out.
Jumping into the trees.
I'm gonna say, I'm not afraid of you, whatever you are. I could probably help you if you're in need of trouble. You know, I don't know why this tree's out here all by itself, but it's pretty sad. I think you're probably by yourself too, aren't you?
No response.
I've got dog toys. I've got treats.
Nothing.
Fuck. I got bitches. I got the dogs. Actual dog. Hello? This is fucking weird, man. Wolf ass noises and little pup out there somewhere that I ain't gonna come say hi. Can I try and roll Arcana in the area around me?
Yeah.
19 plus 9.
For ye old 28.
Yeah. Okay. When you just around the tree, or just in general?
The area around us, the tree, the fence.
No, you don't sense anything around the tree. The only form of Arcana you feel when you look towards the tree seems to be dripping. When you look towards the sap, you see that it's not only like a whitish tone, but it almost turns more of a gold. Is on the bottom half, has a bit of a shine to a gold tone. And you see that some of the drops that are kind of leaking are almost kind of crystallizing and solidifying.
Can I take one of the flasks?
Arcana-wise, you feel not only a form of divine magic, but as also of a fey magic.
Oh shit, if I take from this tree, I'm gonna get cursed by a fey. I'm gonna look to the tree, and I'm gonna say, can I take some of that?
No response.
Say nothing if I can take some of that.
You sure don't get anything, not even wind.
I'm gonna take that as a good sign. I'll waddle up with my flask.
Waddle.
I'll scoop up a little bit of the sap. Not a lot though.
So you scoop up. The best amount you can get is about 9 drops.
Yeah, I'll take the 9 drops.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take another look around. For a 18.
18. Besides all the abandoned buildings, not too far from where you've been looking around. Looks like another open base field. About only stretches about 10 feet wide, maybe about 4 feet lengthwise. And a few trees are kind of scattered around, kind of creating like a semicircle shape. You see a couple poles that are sticking in and out, and it looks like a thread as if it was like an area to hang clothes. But there are no clothes there.
Well, looking at the tree, I'm gonna do one last thing before I waddle away. I'm gonna take out a piece of my jerky from my ration and a gold coin. I'm gonna put them at the base of the tree, and I'm gonna pat, and then walk away. Waddle.
Yeah, you walk away.
That was weird. I turn my head over my shoulder and I turn it back.
What do you guys think
You
Kieran's doing?
Turn over, and you see that the jerky is gone, but the gold coin is still there.
I'm gonna take out another piece of jerky, and I'm gonna fucking Hansel and Gretel it. Start
Small
Made a
pieces.
second jerky.
waddle.
While he's doing that.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna do that the whole way back.
Oh.
All right.
What do you guys think Kieran's up to?
How much jerky do you have?
I'm sure he's up to something.
I'm assuming you have like 3 pieces of jerky.
I would like to go to
Let me
Erdin's
see. Let me
house
see how many rations I have.
All right.
because I feel like that's where things kind of might have started. So I want to go there and I want to investigate it.
Yeah, of course. Roll investigation.
I have 9 rations left.
Do I see her walk over to Erdin's house or walk away from where?
Yeah, she was basking in the sun and the weather. She kind of like pauses for a moment, and turns around and sees the house. So she begins to start walking there slowly.
8.
8. All right.
Fuck you.
You walk in, you see the disaster that happened beforehand. You see the giant hole in the ceiling. A lot of the furniture was tossed to the side when her wings expanded and she flew up. You can see that the fire pit underneath is pretty much burnt out. But there was some form of fire. There's a bowl that had a bunch of soup that was being made. Pretty much cold at this point. But nothing that stands out. Just the aftermath after meeting the wife and Erdin, who kind of like staggered back.
Does it look like there was any movement in here afterwards?
No. I mean, besides the abrupt attacking from the glass, it seems like a lot of the furniture and everything's kind of torn up from the random spew of crows.
Mm-hmm.
Those creatures you fought. But other than that, that's all you can kind of get.
Are there any bodies? It's all...
No, there's no bodies. No, at least not in that building.
Okay. Were there any bodies while I was walking around?
You could roll perception.
Yeah. You can roll perception. 7.
7, no. You didn't notice any bodies.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of like retrace the steps of my nightmare. Essentially, so it was this building. We went out. We went along a path and kind of like went towards the water. So I'm kind of like looking and investigating as I'm walking through this and trying to, get not any pieces, like I lost my memory, but like any pieces to like explain
got you,
things.
yeah.
Okay.
So what I'll say is when you walk into the Erdin's house,
Mm-hmm.
or so be Erdin's house, I would say, Kramer, you'd probably stand in the door, kind of just looking to see what she's doing. Anything that piques your interest, anything you want to say.
Or do you just stay behind and kind of create like a distance, like
No,
20, 30
never.
feet? Or
No, I'll try to catch up to her.
all right. So as you're looking around, you ready to kind of like walk out. You see Kramer kind of just standing there, just looking at you and looking around as well. So if you wanted to assist her and look around to see if there's anything out of the ordinary, if that's your intention. If not,
I'll
then
get there.
ignore what I'm saying.
So if I see him coming, I'll be like, "Hi,
How you feeling?
I feel not so great."
I mean, you kind of went through hell and back, essentially. Hell, in all my years of doing this, I've never seen anyone do that before.
I don't even really remember much of the exact happening, but I feel like it's not over. Something's not. It's It ended too simple. I want you to know, like, Lyra's always happy and always smiling. She has, like, none of that. Zero of that. And it's, like, kind of just that's where she's at right now. She's more in a pensive state where she doesn't feel like things are completed. There is something missing. Yes, sure, we won, essentially, but
Well, we survived.
did we actually? It feels like it ended without an actual ending.
I get you.
Anticlimactic? Well, it was climactic for sure, but, you know,
So if you find nothing there, you just wander over
I
towards
start
where like, the edge
to
of the lake is.
following the same path that we
You
took.
follow as well.
Yep.
Because she wants answers.
So yeah, you guys approach to the lake. Anyone else just kind of looking around the house, grabbing anything?
I think grabbing stuff will be a good idea.
I think almost trying to fix my armor. as
Oh,
best
yeah,
as I
fix your
possibly
clothing. Yeah. I mean, if you want, I'd say you can talk to Reese and he can help you try to patch it up a bit.
can. Yeah, I could try. I have mending as well, but I don't really like the concept of my guy having mending. That's why I did use it as a different thing. Well, I'm just saying.
If you
Or
want to mend your
change-
clothes, you can mend your clothes. But if you want to have somebody else kind of do it and you just kind of relax for a bit, you totally could.
I did change some of my spells after you're done. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of wanted to almost try to do it myself at first to see if anyone saw that or not. Trying to fix it as best as I possibly can, then I'll head
Yeah,
over.
Reese
Yeah,
try
roll
to
performance
teach you.
for me. Performance
Reese-
with a disadvantage because you haven't done this.
Performance. It's a 10.
You managed to kind of stitch up like the wider holes, but you see that it's not very lined up. Reese, you see this. He seems to kind of patch it up. You can see that whole weird contraption around his chest that kind of goes into his arm. He's trying to kind of cover it up and sew up the holes in the shirts the best he can.
Do you need help there?
If you can help, yes.
Yes.
Can't really do this on my own.
Let me see it.
All right. So as you guys take time, go ahead and roll performance with.
I'm just gonna cast mending.
Oh yeah, you totally could. So you're mending, fix the big holes. You kind of go over. You see that you tried pushing it the best you can, kind of just sticking in whatever metal piece you have. Reese kind of goes over, like hands out.
No, his hand turns into a sewing machine.
Oh,
So is
is it on him? So as he's wearing the clothes and you burn him?
No,
He's
stitch it into him.
His metal hand.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, he
Sticks his
sticks
hand
it
behind
to
it.
you.
Yeah,
Directly
I
into
mean,
your skin.
Reese walks up to you, iron forms, kind of lifts his hand above the shirt, kind of away from your actual chest and pushes down. You see a bit of steam come out in some areas, but he manages to kind of patch up most of all your clothing. Not your armor, though. Your armor's still kind of beat up.
I didn't feel anything like hitting near the chest at all.
No.
No, yeah, it was all blocked by Reese's hand. It was formed like a backboard essentially.
Alright, so we're gonna grab everything we can and head out.
Do we want to salvage anything off the cart?
Don't think there was anything on the cart other than
The horns.
bags, the bag of horns, and the hay for the horses, and I don't think they're gonna need it anymore.
Unlikely, yes.
Do we know a way to the other villages? To the...
Well, Kramer has a map. We can use that again.
Just walk until you find someplace.
Walk to the nearest. We can always look at the map when we get to them and see if there's a nearby village.
You guys have a faint understanding as to kind of the path you came in from, but you guys can always roll beforehand. Just the foresight.
Zach's gaining too much power.
In the meantime, as you guys are discussing, Lyra and Kramer, as you guys are walking together, you guys appear at the edge of the lake. You see the glistening, clear water as the sun hits it. Kind of reflects a bit of that. The clouds in the sky seem steady, calm. Completely different from what you saw before. You can still see that rowboat you had before kind of swaying back and forth.
Those beings that were there, is there any trace of them?
Not that you can see past perception, no. Nothing that stands out. There doesn't seem to be anything kind of left behind or reminiscent of those individuals.
I'm gonna stand at the edge of the lake and kind of like look across, and at the same time kind of like looking at the boat and then looking at the ground and then looking up and looking at the boat and looking down, trying to decide whether or not she wants to actually like...
When you look towards the island, you do feel a sharp pain in your eye.
Okay.
Not enough to kind of like make you stagger or lose your footing, but you can feel it. You kind of like wince as you kind of like hold onto your eye for a quick second, and it doesn't seem like it kind of dries in your head, just more physically in your eye.
So what would I roll to figure out why?
You can roll insight to comprehend maybe if it's something like that. You can roll medicine to see if it's an illness. You can roll Arcana to see if there's any kind of magic.
I'll do Arcana. It was 13.
13. 13, you don't really sense any Arcana. Nothing that's thriving in magic. I mean, you can definitely feel that your eye has a form of magic around it.
Mm-hmm.
But the specific magic, you have no clue.
Okay. What was I gonna ask? Can I roll survival to see if I would be willing to continue towards that? I hate you. 13.
13.
I literally rolled the exact same thing again.
And the idea of like getting in the boat and going back to the island.
Mm-hmm.
Your sense of wanting to go back is completely different. You do not want to even attempt to go back. You don't want to remember what happened. In your own sense, you don't feel safe, but you also don't feel like you actually want to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That goal.
Okay.
So like your spine's telling you no. Same thing with your gut.
So, with that, what is the boat made out of?
Wood.
Wood?
You gonna burn it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Firebolt on it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like serene and peaceful for a moment of her looking like she's like can't make a
Boats
decision.
swaying back and forth, land to water.
She winces a little bit and you feel her like lift her hand up for her eye, and then instead of like touching her face, she just turns and casts fucking Firebolt on the boat.
Yeah.
To burn the boat.
Yep. So again, you see the boat swaying back and forth. Lyra looks around for a while and looks back at the island. You can feel some form of pain as she, like head, neck, like the neck kind of covers in, and her shoulders rise a bit, and her hand rises towards her left hand, kind of covering her for a second. It's as almost like a fit of anger. She turns around towards that boat that's swaying back and forth and lights a firebolt. It hits it, begins to burn slowly, but it's a little wet, so it's going to take a while. If it even burns the entire thing. It's not a very strong fire.
It's the symbolism. And then she's gonna turn and say, well, fuck that place! And then she's just gonna kind of walk back.
So before you do that, I need you to go ahead and make it a charisma saving throw for me.
Sorry. Charisma saving throw. I can't. I got a -1. Charisma.
Could always roll a nat 20.
Shut up.
And I would only say because of the scenario and the reaction, it would be a disadvantage.
What scenario? What reaction? Me? Or him? You're gonna tell us after?
We're gonna find out.
No, we're not, because he said
Oh shit. Oh, on.
I'm scared for
Is it
you.
that one?
No.
2.
I
So
got
a dirty
3.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Aiden.
When you watch Lyra flinch, sway in pain, look back to something, and immediately in anger burn, it hits you like a truck. You begin to start sweating really hard. Your hands get really clammy. You can feel every little blister and what seems like kind of torn skin on your fingers. As you move your hands around, you feel that your nails are digging in, as it almost kind of makes yourself bleed a bit. Yeah. For a second, you faintly saw a city burning. You faintly saw your companions on the ground. A figure standing over them, and bright red in your eyes. You hear the screaming, and then the quietness, and you standing up, blood in hands and on face, as nothing's left of that city. No buildings, no trees, no life, just an open field.
What?
Getting that. It's a quick flash of a vision.
A shock, and it's like a pure mental shock.
We got some lore.
As if when you look at this, it reminds you of that same pain. Pain that you had. The stuff you saw disappear. Your friends, your family. And just the red of both the anger in her face and just the fire. Kind of gives you that brief flashback.
Like a PTSD moment.
I think that's the second time that I've startled your character. First time, cutting off a dude's head and laughing about it.
You look up, and the idea... Well, actually, I lied. Lyra, when you turn around, you see Kramer on his knees. Kind of like arms into the ground. Kind of not really sulking, but more in anger. As he starts hitting the ground.
Huh.
You can see a lot of that dirt kind of start picking up in his beard and a bit of his hair, his cloak, kind of wrapped around poorly. You don't hear him shout anything, just punch in the ground. You can kind of feel a bit of, you can see a bit of red kind of running down the basin of his arm into the dirt itself. His nails are kind of digging in.
So if she turned around and she was like, fuck that, and then saw him like doing that, she'd be like, oh. And then she would walk up to you and like kind of like get down on your level. Like she'll kneel next to you and she'll like put her hands on your hands.
If you're going to touch him, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Absolutely not.
Well, you're looking at him, so I will give you advantage.
I ain't gonna fucking mean shit. I lied. Yeah, I didn't mean shit. Dexterity saving throw is a 9.
All right, roll a d20 for me, Kramer.
Please roll another 3.
I didn't. I rolled 19.
19.
I hit.
As you reach for his hands, you feel his hands are still tense.
Mm-hmm.
For a brief moment, you see a form of anger, and it looks like a couple of tears running down, flushed and red. As you try to control his emotions, you see his hand briefly swift towards his blade, but at the same time kind of strike you with his hand. As you're kind of like hit off of him towards the side, as he kind of stands up, kind of bearing his sword.
Entangle. I'm just kidding. I don't have that spell. So obviously she's already in pain. She got knocked. She's sitting there like a gasped princess that just got slapped for the first time.
At this moment, you do regain your conscience after realizing you have hit Lyra and your sword is out pointing towards her. Kramer.
What the hell happened?
No tears, no crying, just like
I'm gonna throw the sword down, run over to Lyra, kind of like slide over on my knees. Are you all right?
I
I don't know what happened. I just blacked out for a moment.
How do his hands look?
Bloody. Really roughed up. You can tell that somebody who's always carried a blade has a lot of those blisters that show a lot of like that hard work, but at the same time you see a lot of creasing, a lot of wrinkles, as if he still has that age, but he's still a younger person.
Okay, so what did you say to me? I'm sorry, I had like a moment where I did not remember shit. You said what?
Are you all right?
I
I blacked out for a while. I don't know what happened.
And then I'm gonna like, okay. So yes, I'll like brush myself off and I'll like, you know, take your hand, let you help me, whatever. And I'll get up and I'll be like, yeah, like you just kind of had a moment there, I guess, but and then like a weak attempt at a smile to say that she's fine. So like when you smile, but it's dead in the eyes, that's her. I'm fine. Like Corey in real life when I smile and I don't smile.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm hurting. I want to die. Suicide is real. Like, call somebody if you need help, people.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened. Can I take a quick look at my... Do I, like, feel the blood in my hands?
Yeah,
Or...
you feel a rushing pain in your hands. You can tell that you are bleeding.
Do you need assistance there?
I mean, you also see what looks like wet on your arm. Like something wet has hit you.
Can I smell it real quick? Does it smell like... almost like
You
tears?
smell it in your hand and your body just reek of not showering in a very long time. The nasty ground that you put your hand inside of, the smell of water just rising, and the fumes that came from that island, the essence of death around you. No really kind of distinguished smell of that liquid.
I was gonna say if it smelled like tears or not.
It smells like tears. What does tears smell like?
You should have licked it for
Your
that.
body?
Salt water.
It's blood. From my face.
Tastes like pennies.
I mean, when you raise your hand up to your face and kind of like smear off to see if you have like dirt, I mean, you can feel that even your face is wet.
Listen, I know this place probably has taken a number out on you just as much as it has taken out on me. And I know everybody probably is feeling some sort of way. So, sure, you hit me, but I mean, not saying it's okay, don't do it again, but like, I get it. Probably just having a moment there, Boomer.
What the fuck?
I mean, as Kramer, you remember, you know what happened before you blacked out. If you're willing to share, if not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably just the island. Probably just this place in general.
I don't feel secure enough to like leave, but at the same time I feel like there's more to this than whatever the fuck we're doing right now. There's no way that this is over. And I just have a feeling, as Corey and kinda Lyra, that this isn't over. I guess we should go back. I feel like we have really no choice. I don't know where we plan on going. I don't know what the group has planned. I don't know really anymore, I guess.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I mean, not to be that person, but I kind of like woke up in like a body bag. Like, you guys were so willing to like give up on me, and like I felt like that's what it, I don't know, like, you're so okay with me just being dead? Was I dead for a long time? Like, what happened? Like,
Well, after you ripping whatever stone out of your face and then throwing it, Kierian ended up catching it, and then you're on the ground. Cage and Darrow were over you, trying to heal you as best they could. Cage, I don't know what exactly it did. Same with Darrow. But after that, the life from your body was gone.
So, question though, what did
Ignoring all of the healing I did.
It meant nothing.
well so does she have any memory of being that being?
No.
None.
No.
What would you say is the last thing she remembers?
A voice calling for her.
So, but where
And
in the thing?
The actual last thing was Erdin getting shot by Kierian.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. So I get that. But I feel like everybody's so willing to just sabotage everything all the time.
I would also add to the extent that you felt like your body got lifted up all of a sudden over the lake. That would be the last thing. Actually the last thing you would remember.
Especially when it's down to the last second. And I don't know what the fuck happened to Erdin. And, like, he was a big part of this. And, I mean, I don't know what happened after I watched Kierian just lift his gun up and shoot him. After saying, what did you say to me, Ethan? Did you say, hey, Lyra, or something like that? Or you're taking too long? And then shoot Erdin?
Something along that line.
Finish your business.
Oh, finish your business.
Finish your business.
Okay. I was, like, in the process of, like, talking to Erdin, trying to, like, decide whether or not, like, I understand killing him, but, like, and then just kind of getting bombarded, and then things changed, and then I black out and I don't remember anything. I remember waking up, and that's it. We were fighting something, and then all of a sudden we weren't.
For us, we were actually fighting you, or some kind of version of you, or something that at least took over you. I don't know what exactly. Same with Erdin, something ended up transforming him into like one of those crow people from before.
So you think he's dead?
I don't know what happened to him.
Am I dead?
No, I don't think so. I think you're...
Please tell me that Darrow doesn't have control over me.
I don't think he does.
Okay, thank God.
He never
You
explained...
know how he's always like bringing up skeletons and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Low-key, that's kind of weird. But as long as I'm not one of those, I'm okay. I feel a lot happened, and I feel like in the end,
It doesn't sit well with you.
it's not sitting well with me. Like, to put in the kindest words possible, and I feel like this is how we all feel about each other, but like, we don't really trust each other at all. Not in the slightest. And if we're gonna be anything, we have to have some form of trust, and trust is always broken so easily here. I'm not 100% sure I want to go back with you guys.
But I don't blame you. I do understand.
Don't get me wrong, I really appreciate you guys bringing me back to life. That's like super cool, but I don't know anymore. I haven't been alive for very long to know much more.
I mean, in essence, we've all died at least once. You twice.
I mean, you can speculate with your past that there's been a lot of occasions where you felt the same way, but you always managed to kind of, push past that. And a lot of that was because of the group you had. But after the group, and after the incident, and after what happened, you kind of lost yourself. Now you don't feel reminiscent from your past. You feel like you're not back in the bar drinking away your sorrows and trying to just survive. With the group, you're not sure if you feel a connection. You definitely feel that it's not as quiet. You don't feel like you're gonna have to. You need to sit there and waddle about life and drink. It's always something moving. You can always reminisce and mention something about how. I mean, at this moment, you almost feel a bit of a smile kind of form when she was kind of complaining about the group, kind of bringing those moments back for a split second, like kind of coming back. I mean, in this scenario, up to how you feel and how you think your character would react. Whether if you agree with her, or if you put your foot down and attempt something, or even bring up something that might make her smile within your past, or even just trying to compare her to somebody, kind of offset this mood, if it's something that you're willing to do at this moment.
I don't want to worry.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything specific. You know, it's just acknowledge the idea of what she's saying and go from there.
I mean, in a way, you're right, Lyra. But in a way, you're kind of wrong. With everyone here, I at least see a little bit of potential with everyone. Before all this, I did have a group that I ran with for a long while. And they started out basically the same as everyone else in this little group has now. Basically from nothing. Rambunctious, a bit annoying, and completely out of sync with each other. But then I came along. And after a little bit of while, a little bit of, I guess say, growing pains, I ended up making something out of them. Now for me, it's been a long while. And I might not be the best people person around, but I do see something in you. The potential for someone great. Young girl with basically her whole life ahead of her. But it is your decision. If you don't want to stick with us any longer, that's completely up to you. I won't hold it against you. After everything that's happened.
So, I have to ask you a real question. Like, did your group have a Kierian in it?
No, definitely not.
So then, how is it the same?
It's similar. It's not exactly the same.
I'm an enigma.
There's definitely somebody that didn't like listening at all, and definitely loved money more than anyone, but not of that age.
No, nothing like Kierian. Yeah, a little bit annoying, a little bit greedy, but there are ways around it. And we ended up getting through and becoming friends. Now with Kierian, oof.
I know.
They're lucky I'm not here. How close would I be to camp at this point?
I mean, with him comes Reese, though. And that's, I guess, the balance to him.
It's a very strange balance, yeah.
Like, for something so, like, weird and stuff like that, it's like, I don't know. And then there's, like, you know, Darrow's okay. Cage is fine. I mean, I've known you a little bit because you were always at the tavern. So, like, you're familiar to me. And it feels nice to have someone that's familiar. Probably not like we were, like, close or anything. I just served you drinks. But, like, it's hard. I don't know if I want to leave. I'm not trying to run away. Because, I mean, sure, it's hard and it's scary and I guess you really can't trust anybody. But you just will eventually, there's still adventure. And I don't like starting something and not finishing it, and we gotta figure out what the fuck's wrong with Cage. Because he broken.
So I will say, when she does mention this, kind of the way she's acting now reminds you of one specific person. The one you knew the best. The one you had the strongest connection to. It reminds you of the idea that anytime there was an issue, she always came to you, but then she herself didn't know what she wanted to do. But she was always thriving to do something. Whether if it's to go out somewhere you've never gone to try this crazy mission that gave you like a 5% chance of succeeding and not dying. Pure like adrenaline junkie. But a pretty smart one. Cautious. Definitely took her the longest amount of time to get used to within your group compared to everyone else. Sure, there were other 2 females within the group, but she was the one that kind of stood out. Your idea of charming her, not charming, but like, I guess somewhat charming, but to
Befriend?
Not really befriend, kind of not really calm down, like if she ever gets within a certain emotion, was always the hug. She always told you that the connection was stronger, especially the hug alone was just warming. It was inviting, kind of calmed her emotions, and even kind of calmed yours. I guess another thing I would say would be, I won't say much, but the scent is not so much similar, but it kind of gives off a lot more of that livelihood, the happiness, that warmness, just the scent alone sometimes. Hers, a little off. She haven't showered in a while, but you can get the idea. You used to be somebody that used to be a pleaser, obviously. And at this point in life, not so much. Not only do you not feel trusting of yourself, trusting of others, not lacking as much as there's just too much doubt. There's not enough courage. You don't feel strong anymore, both mentally and physically. Age-wise, you feel like you've aged about 50, 60 years after that. Your body's not as flexible, doesn't move as much. And the thing you relied on the most struggles between what you have on the side and the thing you had just in your hand. You feel like there were moments where you should have just taken it out, knowing what might happen, but not wanting to trust the person that gave it to you after what happened. You kind of look at it and struggle, not wanting to rely on it, not wanting to even touch it. It just keeps bringing back those moments. Now you look more towards your hand and just kind of look at her face, watching her eyes, her lips, and just the movement of the doubtfulness to wanting to try something. Again, you've done thousands of things similar. One thing that same chick didn't realize are the dangerous consequences and options you have. And that's something you always brought up to her. At this time, you must feel that same way. Acknowledge the idea that, yes, there are dangers. Stuff like this is going to happen all the time. The only time you can build around that is through the experience. Do you all have enough experience? No. Do you? You could say yes, but again, you're doubtful. You don't feel like you could do anything. At least not from what you used to. But her, knowing how young she is, what she's willing to go through, the sacrifice is the biggest thing that hits you. The idea that everything she's trying to pull to herself, avoiding the trouble for you, which is another thing that same female did. That was one thing that always made you angry. And you know that if that one person keeps taking all that blame, all that hatred, and all that pain, it ends up splitting between the group and hurting even more. In your own words, how would you portray the idea of not having somebody do that? How would you push someone away from doing something like that?
I don't know. I've never talked before.
I'm just a kid.
Just a kid.
And I do that sound. That's funny because she is very, like, wants to take it and not have the other people deal with the pain. So very, I can, like she said when she took Erdin's thing and he was upset, she was like, I can take it.
So,
So yeah,
Well, if you don't know what to say, you do know what to do.
just
give me a second. Written that.
kind of not really sure right now. Corey's gonna cry. I'm trying to pour some emotion in this. Just bear with me because I'm a crier on the spotter if you can't tell. I'm kind of like Lyra will tear up too. We'll make that canon. She's sitting there, and she's like, you know, an 18-year-old girl who's trying her best. My fear is if you say that I'm the one that caused it, what if I'm the problem? And what if I am not okay after that? And what if I hurt everybody again? What if, like
I'm gonna stop real quick and both arms, hug her.
You talk, and as you do, you feel as ready to just keep going as just like a brief brisk of wind, and then a pretty warm hug kind of around you. Didn't have many of these, especially not as soft.
Ooh, a teddy bear?
Compared to the very muscly ones you've been somewhat helped by.
So Lyra doesn't really cry, like, ever. Like, as a kid, she was always like, when she got knocked down, she just brushed it off with a smile and just continued to go. So you're gonna feel Lyra tense. What you're gonna feel her tense up for a second, but then you're gonna feel her arms go like this up to her face while you're hugging her, and you're gonna hear the softest little cries in the entire world. And Corey's gonna cry. I told you I'm a method actor, guys. And that's where we'll leave us, and you can go to everybody else, or else Corey's gonna keep crying. But yeah, she just
Brief.
like a little kid.
Yeah, you walk over, knowing everything you remember. You give her a huge hug, just holding her. You can
Just hold on her. Yeah.
You can feel not only the heartbeat, the form of panic within her chest, what's the pain that she has, but she does begin to cry, and you can tell it something that has been familiar to her, familiar to you, immediately, almost to the point where the person that you were that's very tired, the person you thought couldn't rely on himself, kind of started coming back a little bit, knowing that you're helping somebody after a very long time, without payment. As you guys are hugging, I will go to the next one.
Thanks, Jared.
Yep.
I need that.
Kierian, as you are wandering within the village, besides a tree, and as you are leaving small pieces of jerky on the ground, trying to leave a trail, do you wander back to the cabin that you guys, or the house, I should say? Yeah. Alright, you wander back to the house. You see Darrow, Reese, and Cage, both, or all of them, kind of inside still, looking around, moving stuff around, looking at themselves, patching themselves up.
Good job.
Damn! She fucking killed him.
I
and it's
was
dead.
trying to
Someone
toss
call the
it gently.
police.
Don't hate me.
Kill my brother. He's gone now. I gotta write his obituary.
No, bring me back, please. Do not let him watch you. He's a psycho.
The pussy.
Have Home Depot do it.
What?
In case anybody wants to know,
Oh,
I
they'll make
tossed
me
him a
worth like
candy.
$12.98.
Composer?
Gave him a candy for that.
Went right through their hair, or at least past it. I can feel it.
I was forget. He was a real person. The pussy.
What?
The composer.
He's a composer. He's a pianist.
A penis?
He's a pianist.
He's really good with his fingers.
A pianist.
Yeah, the pussy's good with his fingers.
What are we doing, Kiara, when you approach me?
Sorry.
Claw the pussy.
I'm gonna like wave him down. Hey, Dabby. Please. Okay.
Yes?
What's been going on while I've been gone?
Just gathering shit so we can leave.
Where are the other two?
I don't know, beach walk.
You have no clue. You saw him walk. You
I
saw both.
said
of
I
them.
don't know, beach walk, I'm guessing.
That's pretty gay.
It wasn't
Went to clear their heads.
Well, hopefully they'll be back soon. Do we figure out what the plan is? Are we gonna take the hoofing it to the next
Yeah, we're
village?
gonna walk.
See if we can't find a horse there.
I believe it would be impossible to hoof it, as the horses are dead.
Touche. I mean, we could always, like, wear their horseshoes.
Sadly, I can't just raise them.
That seems rude.
Oh, isn't that, like, your whole thing?
Yeah, but humans.
Just humans? Not like goblins or like
Human,
tieflings?
humanoid.
Humanoid.
That's a pretty, it's pretty lame.
Kinda can't really use a horse in combat.
Sure you can.
Yeah, there's
it has
like
been
so
done
many-
much throughout history.
So
Yeah, but
many
I don't imagine the ride would be that comfortable.
Put a saddle on it. You're not sitting on the bone. And then you could, like, actually put your scythe to good use. Chopping people's heads off as you ride past them.
It would be more practical.
Devin, are you gonna let him talk shit like that to you?
Just you walk, jump on the horse, and just breaks. Just shatters.
I don't think their bones would support my weight at all.
Their bones are meant to support their own weight.
They ain't supporting 300 pounds on top of them.
So I will say, as you're talking about that, you would get pretty angry at this point, only because he doesn't comprehend what it means when you bring him back.
Say it with your
angry
chest.
at you.
Say it with your chest.
So the
Say it
concept
with your
of
chest.
what it means for you to be able to resurrect them
The
and
knights who
why you're able to.
No longer the knights who
You don't explain it,
Or the knights
but
who
you
say
definitely show
keep it.
some form of anger kind of stirring after, especially what happened with, Lyra.
Yeah.
You saw what happened.
been
You saw the bullet. You saw not only the anger in Lyra, but the shock on everyone's faces. Everything happened within seconds. There seems to be no thought to anything that's been going on, like the conversation prior. And, I mean, you've never been in a group before. You don't know how and what you should be experiencing, but you definitely know that this doesn't seem right. You feel like even in your village, even though there was a lot of people that were scattered, sure, you had some people that were putting you within a line, whether if it's your childhood friend that was making you do everything with her, or just the civilians still offered the help. And some helped, and a couple that didn't stayed there and allowed you to do everything. You didn't really hate them. You found them, annoying and unhelpful. But you do see Kierian in that way. Unhelpful, annoying. Like you said before when you first met him. But now it kind of hits a little different. And him kind of bringing up the idea of like your powers. You don't really see it as powers. Do you see it as a curse? Could, but if it's you're looking at it because you have the ability now for revenge, redemption, that's how you would see it yourself. That's the path you chose. You don't have to go on a rent. You can roll insight if you like Kierian. You can roll insight on Kierian, or you can roll intimidation if you feel like at this moment you are going to be putting a lot more physical strength or mental strength on him. Or if you want to hide it.
Are they gonna fight?
I think I'm gonna roll insight here.
Or are they gonna
Sure.
fuck?
Just to... Because, like...
To see if he's doing it on purpose or...
I've known Kierian long enough to know when he's being a sarcastic prick.
Too long, but you can probably comprehend.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, of course, roll insight. 14. Are you doing this on purpose to anger him, or is it just more because you're actually curious and you're trying to anger him?
It's just who he is. This is
Okay.
how he believes. Like, it's a fucked up sense, but this is him thinking he's being nice.
You think this is his kind of way of trying to, like, not cheer him up, but...
It's like, he thinks he's funny.
Gosh, when he says that
thinks-
stuff.
he
Okay,
thinks he's
yeah. I mean, when you look towards Kierian, he seems pretty serious about what he's saying, but you can definitely tell that there's that hint of distortion in his voice by the end that it's more of like a question to him and trying to get your attention in some kind of way. You can't get the idea of if it's purposely for anger. Hard to kind of tell Kierian at this moment. But that's pretty much what you get.
So...
And Kierian, if you'd like to roll insight.
think...
16. When you say that, you can definitely tell that his face gets pretty angry. Eyebrows drop, teeth grind, hands clench,
Butthole clenched.
You can hear it.
tail kind of
Thumping.
slides to the
Just echoes.
right behind his body.
Like a cat. He's thumping his tail.
He's not really moving his tail so much, just sliding, which means that he's kind of ready to move. When the tail is opposite from where they're standing, no one means they're standing. But when the tail actually shifts, and you've seen it multiple times, they're ready to attack or ready to move.
Whoa, Dobby, no need to get your panties twisted. Just poking at ya. You can't raise a horse, you can't raise a horse.
I got a feeling that, but in the future, don't question things you don't understand. 'Cause
That's
neither
a
does-
stupid retort. Questioning things you don't understand is how you figure things out. It's like the whole learning aspect
You don't need
of
to
life.
understand it. I need to understand it.
Do you understand it?
Slowly getting the hang of it.
Why haven't you been questioning it then? You might figure things out a little easier.
Never had a reason to until certain one of our party members got shot in the head.
Oh, I wonder who that was.
Yeah, and I wonder who shot that bullet.
I moved things along, didn't I?
Yes and no. Could have been other ways. But I understand that time was of the essence.
I made a decision. I stand by my decision. Erdin was a whack job. He was nice. But he was halfway in the grave anyway.
Well, I had a feeling that we needed to get rid of him anyway. But I don't know, I hesitated. That's one thing I admire about you. You don't hesitate. But I also...
I don't hesitate. Because I've got not a lot of time left, Dobby. Every day I tick closer to being in that grave.
Well, we all could have died there. Couldn't
Yeah.
have just been Lyra. We all had our hard times.
Oh, we made it through it. That's all that matters now.
By the skin of our fucking teeth.
That's for sure. But also question who put us in that situation.
Erdin.
Who followed along with it.
Well, we kind of all did. We wanted that sense of adventure.
We did, but we were looking at the job boards and he just came out of the blue. And we followed this random
I
guy.
don't think we thought it was going to be that hard.
I don't think we think anything we do is gonna be that hard, and then it is. And then it fucking is, every time. Time and time again, we just walk ourselves into the worst situations.
I mean, we have 2 horns that could destroy the world.
We're just unlucky.
Don't even know where the fucking third one is. I mean, I still kick myself for leaving the bag there.
It happens. You're a person. You're not a fucking machine. No offense, Reese.
None taken.
But
I mean, in a sense, you could say we have 2 machines here.
even
With
machines
whatever the
make
hell
mistakes.
Cage has got in his body.
Cage is like a hermaphrodite or something.
What the fuck?
That is not what that term means.
I'm pretty sure it is, Reese.
You were looking for cyborg.
Oh, yeah. Hermaphrodite cyborg.
Do you think this kind of like flips your conversation now as you're looking at Cage, not wondering what the hell happened in the midst of that, or do you just kind of continue?
I think that would flip it.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Cage, what the fuck was that back there with your fucking voodoo shit you did with your strings?
You saw it, and you saw the giant beam of purple white kind of splits the sky, clouds fade away, very bright, beaming light as it kind of creates this hollow, shadowy figures
Do I
over the
remember
clouds.
The sense of arcana that I got when he did that?
Something you cannot understand. This form of magic that's so pure that nobody knows what it's called and what it is.
You released a magic.
It was to the point where it was ready. It was almost blinding to you. You couldn't even see the streak of magic. You saw the colors, but didn't comprehend the magic.
You released a kind of magic.
Colors of the wind.
Yes.
You released a magic.
You just Pocahontas.
I'm gonna poke your harness if you don't let me fucking.
I mean, Cage does
Keep it
have
up.
Disney princess vibes.
Stop
He
it.
really does.
Disney princess vibes.
We had to save you from a dungeon.
That's not where
And we had to bring you back to life.
And I kissed him.
I'm pretty sure
I
Kierian
was
kissed
alive.
you at some point.
Like 3 or 4 times, you know. Slip some tongue.
You forget all your memories. I mean,
No. Just past.
We were married at one point.
Cage is Cage Rapunzel? Or is Cage Pocahontas?
that's what I'm thinking.
Cage, let down your hair so I might climb that pubic
Cage,
stair.
Let down your strings.
It's a combination of Rapunzel and Pocahontas.
Yeah, yeah. He explodes with all the colors of the wind.
2 Pocahontas.
I'm glad someone heard.
Oh, I think we're getting off track here.
Just maybe a bit.
That was a magic unlike anything I've ever seen before.
I felt rejuvenated.
It was pure. It was like... It wasn't even divinical, it was just pure. Like accessing the weave at its most basic yet complex form.
Yeah, Kierian comprehends the idea that everybody understands anyone who understands magic, that they can only cast magic because this weave exists.
I think
Which was made by certain gods and goddesses.
I'm thinking while he's talking about this, Cage isn't really thinking about what he's saying. He's thinking in his mind, looking at Darrow, Reese, and Kierian, of what happened when they came by, when me and Kramer, and all of a sudden everything just went worse and bad. Thinking what made it...
when you were laying on the other side after destroying the... Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, almost like looking at these 3 specifically in the room, because that's all there is, wondering
So he not only doesn't just answer you, he kind of just avoids it and looks over towards you three. You kind of see like there's some form of discern and curiosity. Now looking towards Reese, Kierian, and Darl.
I'm sorry, Kieran. Do you want to ask that again? Just had something in my mind.
Boobies?
No. More like, what happened? Me and Kramer ran off, trying to help Lyra.
I asked you what the fuck you did back there. With your goddamn hoodoo voodoo magic.
Do I recall any of that when I was down? No.
Your power was...
You remember getting slammed by this full liquid, kind of thick blood.
Did
tentacle?
I feel, when I was down or coming back up, anything different when that happened? Other than the whole energy.
Your heart was rapid. The energy in your body was rapid.
Was it my heart or was it the other one?
It was yours.
Okay.
It was your actual heart. Your heart's always been very slow, but this time it felt like energy that you've never felt before, or could have felt, that you didn't remember. Kind of just kicked back in, and you felt your hands and your legs wanting to move. You felt like your body actually wanted to move. Your own body, not being controlled. You felt as if like a restraint or something like as if you were being controlled as like a puppet, as a string was snapped or something.
You released a magic unlike anything I've ever seen. Like the weave at its purest essence.
I don't remember doing any type of magic.
No, you
I
released
remember
it. It came from you.
Was it when I went down after I got hit?
Yeah.
Something just...
All I know is the battle was tough. It was not in our favor. And when you fell, we all felt rejuvenated.
We all had to pull out stops. In fact, I even did something too, that I don't know if you noticed.
And then you came back. We did what we had to do to get out of there.
Still can't believe it went down that way. I tried every possible thing I could possibly do. I tried my best, even if I'm using this thing that I've never woken up with and no idea what it is.
At this moment, as you guys are talking, Lyra and Kramer, as you guys are walking after a brief hug, is there anything you want to say, or do you guys just walk back to the house?
So Lyra, after crying a little bit, will stop herself and go, "Did you know that you feel like a teddy bear?" And then she'll like shake her head a little, smile. Still her eyes aren't smiley. Like when she would beam, she would full face beam. But she'll smile at you and say, "I guess we just gotta keep going. So we might as well go back. Make sure people are okay too."
Do you mind? You do have that nightly back.
Damn it, I thought we were gonna hug a little out more.
You could.
Don't be a pervert. She's a child.
Shut up.
No, you could totally, if you want to say something in the middle of the hug, 100%.
Don't blame yourself. Don't blame yourself for what happened. Nobody could have predicted what was gonna happen back there. And you can't keep that burden all onto you. If we are gonna work together, then it's gonna be shared amongst us. You can't be the only one who does this. myself, Kierian, Reese, Darrow, Cage. It's all a burden we have to share. And it's terrible what happened back there to Erdin. But these things happen. And it sucks.
Do you feel like you're in this group because you don't want them to experience what you felt? You're not obligated to stay with them. You already know that you're, not wanted in certain areas. You've been sulking, hiding yourself. Do you think you're kind of obligated to stay with this group? Or do you think you are just kind of sitting there to see what happens to this group?
I think I'm done sitting here and seeing what happens. I think I'm done doing this same shit.
Spoken like a true leader.
So you feel like your mindset has kind of changed a bit?
Seeing everything that's happened now, knowing what I have to do, I can't do it all by myself. I'm gonna need these people. I'm gonna need these folks. Am I gonna turn them into something? I think I am.
So one thing to keep in mind is not only do these people, their faces have been seen, and you know that they're either being hunted down, whether if it's people want to get them killed, or if they just want to take them. You know that something happened within that building that was burning, and every one of you came out of that building, so you could also be wanted, or they want to investigate the people around you, or there could be a bigger picture, and that big picture is now involved with everybody. At this time, you feel like you could split off because you know that it doesn't matter to you. You're already hiding your face as it is. Or now you feel your mind kind of shift and you feel responsible. Or at least you want to guide them in the sense. And that idea of you wanting to guide is kind of turned more to like that protective kind of father. That same feeling you had before. But you were more loosey-goosey with your original group. You were a leader figure, but not overprotective, not overcautious. I feel like as of now, that's kind of how you're going to be. You're going to be a lot more overprotective, you're going to be a lot more overcautious. Strict is up to you. If it requires you to lay down specific rules within this group, to physically hurt another person to stop them, or mentally hurt, that is all up to you. Whether or not if you think you have to push these people in a certain direction, guide them, train them, show them how you saw the world and how you see it now.
I kind of forgot where we left off in our conversation.
Oh, you were like you were done. You were
I'm done
doing that. Yeah.
I've been hiding my face from this world for too long. I've been in a hole where I felt like I couldn't get out. Doubts, regrets holding me down. But not anymore. I think it's time for the world to know that Kramer is back. Back from beyond the grave. And Lyra, with your help, I want you to help me to make something of this little group if you want to stay.
So, okay, so that means I'm gonna revise what I did because you wanted to talk while I was. So she'll wipe her face. She'll still give you the smile. The eyes are still kind of the same because she was dead for a solid minute. So like, you gotta give her some time. But she does like the idea of a sense of purpose and being asked to do something to help somebody, it's kind of like what she does. And the hug alone made her feel like she could confide in you a little bit easier than everybody else, as she knows that she has somebody in the group that would listen and kind of understand if she needed it.
I will say, just to stop you for a moment, his hug felt a lot warmer than the wind. That warmness you normally get for the wind, this seemed a lot different. A little bit more warmer.
Dad? Are you my father?
Crazy boy.
But it made her, so yes, if it made her feel warmer, like it does go back to the whole, like, she feels like you are somebody she can confide in. Does she understand the difference between the hug and between the warmth? No. Of the wind, to her, it just seemed like more of like a comforting what she needed. So she will wipe her eyes, she'll smile, and she'll say, I'm with you. Should we go back? Because I feel like they're like chewing each other apart back there.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, you guys, after the conversation you had as you wander back towards the house. that you guys camped.
And while we're wandering back, Kramer is just a cover name I use.
What?
It's just so people don't know my real name. My real name is Victor.
Oh, we could start calling him Victor again. Sorry.
You can. We don't know.
Oh, well,
Because if we're gonna
so
start,
if we're like trudging along and he's telling this and be like, well, I mean, I get that. My name's not really my name either. But Lyra's still my name. Like, Lyra's my name, but like, I also have a different name, but that's okay.
That's why we'll take a 15-minute break.
breaking it.
Yep.
Alright, let's get back into this. Okay, and we're back. So, after a brief conversation with Kramer and Lyra towards the lake, walking back, as now there seems to be some form of argument between Kierian and Darrow, Reese is on the sideline, and after seeming to not really understand, but sway towards Cage, after looking towards Cage after that weird magic that appeared before everybody, giving the energy that they needed to survive the fight. What are we doing after kind of like briefly talking to each other?
You're gonna crash out.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna crash out, bitch.
Crash out.
Oh, wait,
Crash out.
Crash out! Crash out! Crash out! Crash out! Crash out!
Crash out! Crash out!
I crash out.
I cast Crash Out.
He's not a
It's
barbarian.
gonna be the loudest shit in the recording.
Are you gonna crash out?
No, I won't yell.
15-minute break ends. Immediate chant.
So the last thing we talked about was the magic.
Correct, yes. He didn't know what kind of magic it was. He understood the idea of weave and the magical power that it harnesses, which allows you to cast magic. You looking upon Cage, you can tell that there's frustration when he looks over towards you, Kiara, and towards Reese and Darrow, wanting to find an answer as to what happened while he and Kramer were trying to motion towards you guys after he took a brief break after using his powers to take out the flames that you put in.
Is something alright, Cage?
I want answers. I want to know what happened when you three were together.
Well,
Me and
man.
Kramer, we were fighting. We were fine. We had Lyra. We got to the door. We saw the crow people. But then all of a sudden, you guys get there, and everything became so much more worse than what it started.
What do you mean?
What did you guys find, or what did you guys do before you came back to us? At that lake of blood with the skeleton. Can I roll insight on him?
So,
I got a high insight. You're right. High.
about that, man.
Alright, so it's a 19 plus 7.
Definitely not fucking around with potions.
Well,
26. Do
I,
you want to try to hide something?
I'll be upfront about it. I may or may not have fucked up.
Did a ritual
Yes.
we shouldn't have.
And we created the literal thing that it needed to resurrect itself.
So you created thing that allowed it to come back to life.
I thought it was gonna
That's not
help.
what we thought it was. We thought it was the thing that was gonna
We
help
misread
us.
the riddle. We fucked up.
I was simply attempting to make sure he did not blow himself up.
Yeah, don't blame Reese. He's just along for the ride.
And then, after Kierian fell,
do
and
nothing.
No, I did not.
Well, I heard about you, Darrow. So there's nothing new there.
what about me?
About how you drank the potions and all the stuff that happened to you. Especially by the time when you came to us.
By the time I got back, I could see. But
Hey.
I thought the potions would help us in a way that
Was it ghosts?
I felt magic off all of them. Not knowing what each one did, I figured they'd help us in what we needed to do. So the first one I took made me see things differently. It was the green one. Gave me a little more perceptiveness. The blue one, I was able to gain more of my spells, but I lost my sight. And then the last one, they told me not to drink because it had fey magic in it. Again, have no clue what that means. I drank that and lost my hearing. I was able to hear other voices though. I was hearing conversations between the cult members. And then last thing I remember was climbing a ladder, not knowing where I was going. Reese trying to help me with whatever the hell he summoned. And then we were inside of a stone building and I could finally see again. But all the names of my own disappeared.
So you weren't able to stop or do anything for them to making this key or this heart.
The key was made way before then. The key, from what I remember, is we had to... Kierian did some potion things. I don't understand it. He told us that we all needed to throw or do it at the same time. We timed it perfectly to the point where we could make the artifact in the book that we thought was going to help us. Turns out it was the opposite. He didn't ask me. I know nothing about that magic.
You're saying this out loud.
No, just
I was just doing what Kierian said because he had expertise in the matter. I thought he might have figured it in. And at one point, I thought something was wrong because he was literally getting the life siphoned out of him. I could see it with that green potion, but he couldn't see it. The minute he tried to pull away, I tried to force the rest of him into it. Drain him of everything he had. With a last-ditch effort, me and Reese managed to pull him away from it, but at that point we were already almost done making the object.
I can't blame you. No one understood what we were in. No one understood those books. We had brief questions.
I mean, with
No
loose
answers, really.
translations from Reese, we barely knew what the book said to begin with. It was a picture book.
This is true. My translations were not entirely correct, but mostly based on guesswork, based on pattern recognition.
If I could go back and not do it, I would. But sadly, we don't live in that world.
I'm wondering what would have happened if none of that would have happened. If it never started rising from the ground, the hearts activating. If Lyra would still be in that same situation.
The feeling that I get is that
I don't
it
feel
would have
like
happened regardless. I think this was in motion far before we were involved.
almost when Erdin brought us to the island and
Before that,
everything went to that. And then she tried to heal Erdin. She took that curse upon herself. That's not something we could have stopped. We didn't know what she was doing. We just thought she was helping him. Can't blame ourselves for that.
but it's this walking into situations that gets us into these problems.
Well, that's the problem. We're all individuals. We all think differently.
And
We're all gonna do what we want to do.
We're all
You
guilty
do
of
it-
this,
Yes.
but that's why we gotta think a little smarter. All of us, myself included.
Kierian, you say that even though you shot Erdin and Lyra.
Well,
I understood what you were trying to do, but I don't think that would have helped us whatsoever.
it's what I thought would help in the moment.
Let me be honest with
Lyra
you,
wasn't
Gage.
herself.
Look.
Yes, I know
think
that.
about it, Gage. What did Erdin tell us to do?
And she was trying to kill us.
What did Erdin tell us to do if everything were to go sideways?
I know that, but I knew that if something happened to him, something would have happened to her.
But he also said if something was to start happening to her, to kill him. Either way, we were fucked.
We definitely had no idea.
We did.
If we knew what we were walking into, none of that would have happened.
We did what we could.
Do we know
We're a ragtag group with very few skills.
if what we fought was the god that you read in the book, or from your book? Or was that like something completely different?
I mean, as Kierian, you have the speculation that it could be based on what he's saying, because it didn't activate when you held it. It didn't activate until you fell and someone else picked it up, and it seemed like whether it was related to that cult or if it was just open in the air.
It might have been. It only arose when one of those cultists picked it up off of my body after I fell.
None of us were close enough to intercept it at that point.
And there was no voice in your head.
No, there was
No one talking to you.
no voice in my head, no one talking to me. He just picked it up. Picked it up and he took it. I don't know why we made it. I thought it would help. I didn't read this correctly. I didn't have the right translation. I didn't know it would be picked up by some cultist and then it'd be used against us.
You're right.
But I think whatever it was, we put it to rest.
At least we think that.
From what it looks like, it looks so. But
All I
I'm
know
not
is
going back there. I don't think we
feel like
can
we
go
should.
back there.
No, we should not.
We don't have the power to be able to withstand that again.
We barely made it out the first time. But what I'm saying is that for right now, it seems stable.
Go to roll intelligence for me, Kierian. When you say that.
Is it though? Is it though? What the?
I wonder if it's off of... If Erdin's still alive, it's still active.
Well, we're
Because we don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Ooh, dirty 20.
All right. The idea of stable could be that because you didn't see it, or that it could have disappeared. But one thing you understand is, for something that was meant to be a god or a deity,
and with the mixtures of magic, it was not overpowering, which makes no sense. And secondly, it's certainly not stable anymore, especially within the world, or even within Dranthus. That mixture of magic that was held in the liquid is now just floating in the air. And it was a very large amount of magic, to the point where it was all was inside the lake. And it was almost enough to not only hold something, but allow that to also transport into a person's body and almost take that person's body over. Which takes a very large grand amount of magic to do. Or a very strong sense of magic from one person or being. But the idea of that magic being loose is in your mind not stable. The lake, at this point, maybe, but you'd have to go and check it out again to understand whether or not if it's truly stable. Because the last thing you do remember is Erdin falling off the stones into the liquid.
Scratch that.
You didn't see any movement in the waves. You didn't sense Arcana in the sense of it being super sporadic. You felt it lift in the air and then kind of dissipate. But that's because it's a much wider open area. But when you think of a very large source of magic now being flown within a very large space where other magics might harness within the world of Eldin or just within Dranthus, could in theory cause problems. But you're not too certain, even that intelligent.
Scratch that. Maybe the lake is stable, but take a deep breath. Do you smell that?
Smell what?
It's that magic. That magic that we felt down in that lake.
It's that burnt wood and odor.
The dead body smell and blood.
It's all over the place. The lake seems stable, but that god was also weak for what a god should be.
I mean, you don't understand the concept of how much power a god holds. You've never experienced it.
But like a god should be a god. It's a fucking...
You've definitely you felt a good, strong sense of magic from your past inside the circus. That whole space being filled with it. It's probably the strongest sense you've ever felt. This could, in theory, almost match it, but it was so hidden and blended in that it's hard to tell how dense and how strong that magic truly
How weak was it compared to my whole explosion thing of magic?
What do you mean?
When I went
you were
down?
You
Yeah.
have no clue. You didn't even know you experienced it.
But it's hard to tell. It wasn't weak, it wasn't strong, it fell, yes, but the magic could have transferred into someone or something. Erdin fell back into the water. There's no telling if he's dead or not.
We assumed he was dead.
We assume.
So you just saw him fall off the side?
He fell into the water and he didn't rise back up.
And then that gem with the heart, after we catch it, there was just no magic in it?
None.
It was, yeah.
Empty. But what can we do? We're not strong.
I'm not saying to fight a god. I'm not saying that.
I know, but I have a speculation.
Truth is, I want to know why this was happening here, but I want to know more about myself.
Cage. If that god transferred its power into anything, or if that being or whatever it was, there's only really two things that it could have been. One of them being Erdin, and the other, it would be Lyra.
I'm interested. Darrow, can I see that book of those gods you had? That same one that you found with that same symbol. And then, Jared, do I remember what the eyes looked like that were hovering over watching us?
Rosary.
It's not that convenient.
Okay. 19.
It's very hard not to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is it very distinct in the red, it was a bold red, but it had a very dark hue to it towards the bottom. The eyes looked like normal eyes. The only thing that stood out was on the left eye had something around that eye, something circular.
Mm-hmm.
What it was, you're not sure. It could have been an eyepiece, could have been a ring, could have been his finger circling around his left eye or right eye. But there was one distinct thing. Within that eye that had the circle around it, there was something in the center of the pupil. And it looked very similar to the symbols you kept seeing of the cultists, which was this brimming, almost like clock or smash captain's wheel, with the split opening on the top and the bottom, with a black circle in the center.
Do I see that in that picture in that book, with Darrow's book?
You see something familiar and similar. You see something what looks like it, but there are two chains on the left and right side of the farthest spike. And what looks like a drip of some kind in the middle of the bottom spike. In the center, it looks more like an eye than an actual black pit. But the color is all black. There's no color to that symbol at all.
I mean, I don't know how old the book is.
What I wanted to see is trying to remember how I told you guys how I saw these eyes that were watching us. And they had that same symbol, that clock, that wheel symbol around his eye. But also, while I'm looking at it or remembering, I remember inside one of the eyes had that same symbol in the cultist. Are you talking about the ones that were in the cage or like the ones that attacked us?
Oh, they all had the same symbol.
Oh, they all had the symbols?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I only got the book to understand what the gods do and what they stand for.
What I wanted to see was what specific god was here.
I don't know, I've read the book over a few times. I mean, could just be a god that fell off the pantheon, got cast out, lost.
What if it's not a god? What if it's a demon? What if it's some sort of...
Could be someone who was trying to rise to
demi-being.
godhood.
What if it's some long-lost creature that's been banished to the fucking Nether realms for all we know? We don't know what this is.
I don't know. I know some individuals can gain enough power to reach that level.
We need research. That's what we need. I think if we go back to that guild building, we might be able to find something.
Well,
Library. Books, research, information that we can use. But we also need to get stronger. And fast. Because if God forbid that Lyra is carrying that thing,
Then we just gotta find a cure or an answer.
exactly. I don't want to see her get taken over by that. I don't want to have to shoot her. In fact, I'd like to die peacefully and of old age. And I'd like for her to do the same.
I agree. She's probably got more in us than ourselves. Especially I have no answers. You're getting old, Darrow.
We're all geezers here.
As you guys were talking, Kramer and Lyra, you guys are now approaching around the angle from which that path kind of leads you towards the area you guys were camping in that house. And you see what looks like, whether if it's an argument or a conversation, but it seems lively and it seems loud. There doesn't seem to be any kind of hint of lowering of voice, but one kind of being a little bit louder than normal, as if a point is being crossed, or there's some form of determination or answer is trying to be proven.
So we walk through the door.
Yeah, you guys walk through the door. You guys who are talking, speculating and wondering, and trying to get an answer, or even adding a question to a question, as Lyra and Kramer walk through the door. First thing you see, insight, is both eyes are red.
My passive
little red.
insight's 17, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Most of your insights are pretty big. But their eyes are pretty red. You can faintly see a couple of lines kind of streaking down their cheeks. Some of them, it seems pretty dried up on Kramer. But that staggering kind of quietness is faded in the sense of just looking at their faces.
I look at the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mazel tov.
If you think it's like that, you're very much wrong.
What?
Ah. Well,
What does he even mean? What does that even mean?
sad
That's not a
things.
language that's spoken in this world.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it is not any language I have cataloged in the 70 years I have been in this
You
country.
What is this nonsense word?
You're just making words
Type
up.
of monster.
Is this a gnomish phrase?
Yeah.
Did you not teach it? Oh, okay.
Gnomish.
What does it mean?
Ah.
So we walk in, we look at it. You said some jarbly things.
He spoke Gnomish.
He spoke language, and did you guys all like just stop talking?
Yeah, you guys just kind of
As soon as
walked
we
in,
walk in.
covered in tears and sadness. You guys look like a pity party.
You guys get the fresh air you needed?
Yeah.
Apparently, they could use a little more.
Something like that.
So, thanks. And, sorry.
You're chilling.
It is good you are alive.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I guess. Doesn't feel so good. But I'm alive.
Dying will do that to you.
Yeah.
How you
God,
feeling?
I can't wait.
I just always wanted to put you
Besides
on a
the
ship.
aching and the, like, migraine and the weird shit going on in my chest, I'm okay. I'm okay.
It does not seem so.
Hopefully it subsides. Time heals.
Yeah, I hope.
I am detecting emotional turmoil.
Oh. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, totally.
Yep, same here.
Mm-hmm.
Smiling at you bitches.
4.
17 plus 9.
4?
Yeah, 4.
You don't see anything besides what looks like some kind of tear, but it seems like it's kind of cleared up with you.
17
see that
plus
there's some
what?
form
24.
Okay.
You've
of
been
awareness
crying to
and
something.
talkative. 24 on both or one?
What do you mean? Both.
Me.
Like insight? Or you
Yeah,
have
insight, yeah.
on
Lyra.
Lyra? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll say it. It's okay.
You can definitely tell that there's some form of strong emotion. That there is definitely crying. You can tell that there's some form of anger, as you can kind of see that her eyebrows still frowned. Looks like Kierian, there's definitely some form of annoyance and a little bit of anger. Eyes kind of flare out for a bit, nose kind of flares as well. Calms herself down almost like immediately. But now it's more of uncertainty, confusion, and what's the next step.
Can I roll Arcana on her?
Yeah.
22.
22. Hard to specifically look and focus on her arcana. There's a lot of magic. His Cage's magic kind of overrides everything else, but you do sense a form of divine magic, and there's still a lingering dark magic. Obviously, it seems more
towards a hybrid of magics that are kind of combined. Not sporadic. It seems solid in one spot. That spot specifically hard to tell. But there definitely seems a different form of, connections and mixed magics inside of Lyra. Divine and dark.
So what are we doing? Are we just gonna hang here for a while, or?
I was still say, because of 22, you also get a very strong force of damage, or force of magic. Something that's staticky and thunder tone that kind of sticks out as well.
Where does that feel like it's coming from?
Through our body.
Everybody?
Nope, just on Lyra.
Just on Lyra.
Pew pew!
Ka-chow, ka-chow. Why is she ka-chowing?
I'm a Winchnassi.
Well, we were just talking.
It was
about
more of a
gods
ka-chew.
Ka-choo, ka-choo.
What they do, what they mean.
Goo-goo, ka-choo. Oh, gods.
Oh, it was just
You sound
questioning.
like a walrus.
That's it.
I mean,
I am the
really,
walrus.
like, gods are just
Goo,
people
goo,
that people
goo.
worship, I guess. I don't.
We're more concerned about how that being became a god in the first place.
A lot of darkness and a lot of hatred. I wouldn't call him a god.
I wouldn't.
It.
Well, we were speculating because he didn't have the power. At least from what Kierian was telling us, of a god.
I can tell you that when I was at the bottom of the lake, I do remember that, right? There was like a lot of dead bodies. So whatever that was basically something that was created out of a lot of sacrifice rituals and whatever. Probably you already know that, but whatever. The thing is that's not a god.
But we knew he wasn't
Well,
technically a god.
at least we know
From
where
the
this
journal.
village went.
The journal of what was his name? Kierian. The journal we read.
Nah. What about it?
What's the name of the guy?
History.
Give me a second. Let me get my notes.
Told us
This is an unnecessarily higher history roll for this. Hold up.
from a vivid reimagination. He said that he wasn't a god. He was something to be feared.
26.
All right.
What, some kind of like lower deity or something?
Didn't really help.
Okay.
because
Not like
he
a
thought-
deity, more like a fucking
From
necro
what the
being.
from what he was saying in the journal, he was said to do something, but he wasn't actually doing that. He was taking away rather than actually helping the people.
Davi. Not to be stepping on something I don't know. But it seems similar. Not the same, but similar to what you do. Breathing life into dead beings.
I mean,
But this is on a much crazier scale.
the thing,
A powerful entity.
Didn't they say that they summoned this entity in the first place?
but it's
They
different.
prayed to it, and they summoned it.
The way
Praying to something doesn't necessarily mean it's a god.
I'm not saying it is, but the summoning is what I'm confused about. If he's not a god.
Maybe they tried to summon it once, but failed. Or maybe this is them attempting to summon it and we just caught it at the right time.
The other answer is how long this actually began from the very beginning till now. Or when it actually started.
I don't know.
Especially this small village, unless there's more.
I mean,
At least now we know if we see this type of stuff, then we know some answers to it.
death works in mysterious ways, but I can tell you that they certainly died, but it wasn't in a sense that almost like they were marked, like they were previously chosen. Couldn't do anything to save them.
Who would do something like that?
A coward.
Somebody searching for power, trying to raise themselves. Like I said before, there are people that have risen to godhood. They've either sacrificed too many beings to get there, or...
I was High Seer Malakar Voss.
Malakar.
I Seer Malakar Voss was the...
Like, vivid... Through just a quick reading of it, he wasn't somebody to be worshipped. And then it wasn't until what had already happened they realized their mistake.
Well, that's...
But Cage said something about seeing something like that in my book. How it's similar, but not quite exact.
So he's a copycat, and he's trying to take a place.
That, or he saw it gain more power, and he was able to control it, or...
Now, either this has been completely scrubbed from history, or it's in an archive and we have to research. So
Bad guild building.
the next plan of action was to try and leave here, go back to... I already forgot the name of that fucking town.
Everhorn?
Everhorn, thank you, Lyra.
That was actually Corey, but okay.
Get back to Everhorn, go to the guild building, find more information. That's half the battle. I mean, Cage is right. Seeking these answers might clear our minds to actually know what we need to go up against. Because...
But keep in mind, we're not ready to go up against...
I'm not saying now.
No, but at least we know if we do see this again, then we know.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing to gather this information, but I also think if it is something we do intend on taking on, that we need to get stronger. And again, we need to do it quick.
Well, that's a given. We were barely able to make it out alive even after what happened with Cage.
We're still so weak. We're not just like weak as individuals, we're weak together.
We're starting to understand our limits.
We need to push past them, though. We need to be stronger than we are.
If I could know everything about what happened to me and what I am now,
we need money.
I would...
We need money for better weapons and armor. We need money for better resources, for better information.
Healing potions would be nice. You guys get injured too often.
We need money for housing. We need a home base. We need somewhere where we're not always on the run. We need to do something so we can build this base, and then we can take this shit on.
But the problem is we're still on the run because we have the horns.
I know, but Everhorn should be safe for now.
Unless we're being trailed.
But
Which we don't know.
We don't know
Well,
that.
the problem with that is, do we answer for what we've done, or do we keep running?
What have we done?
Can I look back at where that last piece of meat that I left
We
was?
burned down the building
Mm.
in the last town. Everyone watched us run out of it.
Oh yeah, the windmill.
That was not entirely our fault.
Dirty 20.
It wasn't, but
It's all
we're gonna have to answer as
still
to
there.
why we were there. They're gonna want answers.
What about the what was there?
So something did.
I do
Eviscerate
remember
us.
that thing. Well, not a thing, but it seemed like we all were mowed down relatively easy by absolute air, which is
Yeah, I
kind of
remember
weird.
I exploded.
I got shorter than I already am.
It wasn't there. But
This is the thing. We're
entirely another entity that we shouldn't have gone up against.
not ready for this
But
shit.
why was it following?
I don't know why he was there. From what my lady told me. She said that he walked outside the design, cutting things that shouldn't be cut.
Oh. So,
What if he comes after us again?
I hate to be the guy that says it, but I kind of feel like I don't know how long we've been here. This whole village is destroyed. There's no life anywhere. We're the only life here. If someone perchance come here just to be like looking because there was a lot of noise or whatever, we look awfully suspicious again. So maybe we should leave?
Should we try to hide the carriage? Or
Can I take a
deal with
look
it?
outside real quick?
We
see
can
what
burn
time
the
it is?
carriage.
At the
If
very
everything
least,
else is destroyed, you might as well get rid of the carriage.
I concur.
We can always shove it in the bag of holding.
Salvage what we need out of it. Any spare bits and bobs I'll take off of it.
Best bet is try to get to
And
wherever
then
the
we
closest
burn the
village
rest.
is.
Maybe I could even... Give me a moment.
I'm gonna waddle outside.
All right.
I want to look around. Is there enough parts in this town for me to build a thingamabobber?
Like a vehicle?
Like a vehicle.
I knew you were gonna bring that up. Probably not, if your character even comprehends.
Like a gear. Like
Oh,
almost...
there's multiple metals you can break down and turn into gears.
So my idea would be to build almost a
But you have no clue how those vehicles even work.
A
because
mechanical
you only work on
horse, perhaps?
clocks.
no, I was thinking more like a bike, but like on a flatbed.
Bikes aren't very common where you are.
No, but I do know how gears work. And I know
I
how
mean,
gears
it sounds
are
like
within
you're
a
gonna be walking.
clock.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
to be
I
fair,
get the general concept that gear
idea
ratios can
of a-
move.
The idea of a two-wheeled of wheels is nothing new. The idea of sticking two wheels together is nothing.
Well, the concept of carts are completely different from a clock. It's two wheels and an axle that has something on the bottom half that's pulling in a direction. Whether if it's something like a thread or another piece of metal, or even like something that wraps around the axle and is just twisting it with the horse to move forward. But there's not anywhere within Yolis that has any of that kind of fancy stuff. I will say the closest thing you'll see are some of the airships that do come in from the port, but you've never gotten close to it. If you want to imagine yourself by using the idea of a clock and somehow moving a wheel with it, you'll understand that two gears next to each other can move. However, you don't know how you can incorporate that into having it on the side of a wheel or on the back half of the wheel to make it actually spin. Because otherwise you're just putting it on the back half of the axle.
Can I imagine what a chain is?
You can roll intelligence to see if you can comprehend.
That's hard. So what I'm thinking is potentially, instead of a chain, like a pulley rope.
Mm-hmm.
Connected to two shafts
Yeah.
Tevin.
that are connected to two gear systems that are connected to two differentials. Which is just, gear on top of gear. And then two axles and four wheels.
Roll intelligence for me.
$16.
16. When you look at the cart, the only thing you can think about is how a ship works. If you can make a mechanism that allows you to kind of move it, like some kind of wheel, some way to
Ship with
turn.
wheels.
Your issue, I think, is going to be turning. But you can definitely make something functional to move forward. You can create a system, whether if it's a handle base that somebody has to keep turning to allow you for the wheels to keep moving around, or a pedal system where you push down on it and something tightens the axle from behind, which kind of spins it, which allows it to kind of steady. It's not going to be very steady. I mean, it's all based on how performance you are when you craft it. But that'll probably be the best thing you can do with that. Bikes, in theory, you could create, but you don't really understand the concept of a bike, nor have you ever tried riding a bike.
I guess I can try and build a cart or mabob for us.
Yeah, your best bet when you look at the cart is to take it apart, at least the top half, and try to create some kind of steering system. Have it stick into the bottom half towards the first, or within the first area where the first axle is, and run something, whether if it's metallic or wood, to the back end of the axle, and snapped in, and then have something that can rub against, whether if it's metal or probably cloth or rubber would be your best bet, so it doesn't wear out as fast, and it's not going to get stuck and create a grindy sound. And then have a gear system on the side, so if you need to, you can in theory push on something to create a brake system on like the left wheel or the right wheel, so you can kind of turn. It'll be sloppy. You might have to, push pretty hard or have somebody jump out. But that'll probably be your best bet with your knowledge.
You can't make a clutch or anything.
How long is that going to take?
Depending on if you guys all kind of help, and he kind of shows you the ropes or tells you what needs to be moved or broken, his best bet is to have you guys just kind of break and make holes, and then he can put everything else together with Reese's help.
That wasn't time-wise, though.
I might need a bar.
Time-wise, it's probably going to take an hour or two. It's all based on performance roll.
I'm gonna borrow what?
It's not that
I need
bad.
a bardic.
I did say I want to look outside, see what the time was.
Time-wise, it's pretty early in the morning. You woke up, you walked around for about a couple of hours, so it's about like maybe 9 o'clock in the morning.
Alright,
Mind you, it's gonna take a month to get back to Everhorn on foot.
And the vehicle at max speed, if you manage to make it, would maybe travel 35, 40 at max, maybe like another 5 or 10, because there's nothing that's really pushing it.
Still,
You're gonna be
So
pushing
it's still going to be roughly the same time.
almost roughly, yeah.
So we might as well just walk.
But we can carry more stuff.
We have a bag of holding.
Yeah, I know.
Which now has a lot of stuff, by the way. I have the list. I can give it to you next time of the random stuff in assortment,
nice.
both metal and wood.
But
Okay.
I put it in an anvil. I don't know if you want an anvil. There was an anvil. Small size.
fuck it, I'll take an anvil.
Okay, I was double check.
Fucking throw an anvil in there. What if
Is there
I'm
room?
happen to be on a rooftop and there's an enemy below me? An anvil would be so much.
Very important. Is there room for the half a human femur?
100%.
bag of
Chuck
holding?
that in there. Make sure that's
Yeah,
in
yeah, it's small.
there. Half a human being.
The fact that we still have that. It's,
Okay.
The fact that you guys still
Unless he said to like stack
question
the crap out of the bag of holding to the point where you can't hold anything. In theory, I could have. At that point, you'd be snapping a lot of the doors and wood frames. But
I don't need to do that.
I would like this door, please.
you're like, I need glass. Let me just.
It rains down and I'm like getting it in my eyes.
All right.
So what's the plan? Do you want to attempt to try to make something like that?
I could try and make a cart. It'd be roughly the same time.
Or you can run something that could work with Reese without intelligence. You know he has.
I mean, making a cart that just hooks up to Reese.
It's not even that. The concept of he has the wheels, so you can in theory have him, instead of a pushing mechanism, have a system almost like a treadmill. A system that kind of like with his wheels pushes something. But again, your issue is steering.
treadmill powered cart.
Or you make it very lightweight enough for Reese to pull around on his wheels.
But then it would be just.
But that wouldn't get any faster.
I mean, yeah, the problem with steering isn't so much.
We might as well just walk.
The
I get what you're thinking, but we're also
it's
going
a differential.
Yes.
To,
You can go straight and backwards.
we can always
but
research
can't really
vehicles.
I think it's
I mean,
easier to
unless
just
the axles spin
destroy it.
independently. Because if you
Walking,
have
we
two
could
wheels,
always
find different axles,
hide.
spin at different
If-
speeds. No
I feel
differential
like-
required.
Walk for now.
Yeah, the bigger
Hell,
we
wheels don't even necessarily
have, the
axle,
harder
they're
it'll
just-
be.
the wheels are spinning and they're sitting on.
So when are we planning on leaving? Should we leave while it's still daytime and hunker down at night, or do we
Yeah.
want to leave at night?
I say we leave now.
Probably, Kramer, let me see that map that you have. And I'm going to pull out my card. Where is it?
Well,
D&D broken and low.
we can leave now. I
The
think, I
cartographer's
think our main
tools.
issue
So I almost
was
want to copy the map, but
whether
almost
or
like
not we
a.
got enough rest.
Almost looks like the same, but almost.
Lyra, are you filling up for the
reminding
journey?
the path that we
Well,
took.
that's another
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
is
yeah.
if we have the
Performance.
cart, someone can rest. While we continuously move, we can take shifts.
Oh, 15.
Never
wait, hold
have
on.
to
More than
stop
that?
moving.
No, 15. Yep.
Everybody's just talking over each other.
Sorry.
What?
Kierian was talking.
Oh, survival, or
For what?
to know if I'm ready, willing, okay enough to just start walking now.
Oh, instincts? Yeah, you seem fine.
Wasted a 17. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm fine.
Let's get going then.
I mean, knowing you're leaving this area away from that island, you have a higher and stronger sense that you're willing to do this more than attempt that out.
Regular, whether or not I'm
So
in
creating
pain.
that space seems a lot better for you.
Pain-wise, I'm still in pain, but
Frequently, it's only hard when you concentrate and you know it's there. You're
Mhm.
trying to kind of fade that away.
mhm.
So you want to, you in your mind, you want to move and kind of not know that this is happening.
Mhm. Let's bury this for now.
Yeah, I say we put a pin in
And-
the whole.
Let's not go out the way we came in. Just in case.
Are you even a back door to this building?
There is
Not the building, the village.
There
Not
is
the village.
Like, don't go the same path that we came through.
There is
and
no other path.
We'll make our own. It sucks, but we're gonna be aimlessly walking anyways.
We have a map.
How detailed is the map?
It's an older one from
It's an
Kramer.
older map, but it shows the older road systems.
I'm gonna try to use that same map, but almost make our own trail on that map so we know where we're going.
How cool. Does your map show other paths?
No, there's only one major road that leads in and out, and that was the one you guys came on to, where you guys got stuck on the route.
What if
That's
we
the only open path to allow a car.
walked in the woods next to the path and watched the path, and then went on the
I
path?
think that would look more suspicious than just walking the path.
We would kind of look like bandits.
You wouldn't be very consistent on walking on the side of the path either, because there's a lot of trees that are in different spots. You'd be swaying a lot more towards the right side or left side, and in theory lose your
Fine.
footing.
You win.
This place is pretty remote. I doubt there's gonna be anybody around here. I say.
Let's go.
I agree, let's go.
Can we see what the closest village is on the map? Or does it
You
look that
can't
far?
comprehend how far away it is, but you
We're getting
know
there.
that if
You're the
you
leader, speak up.
took in consideration day worth travel, could take you about a week. Maybe a little less. It's hard to tell on the map. It is an older map. But I will say based off of the forest, could take you almost a day or two to even leave the forest.
I mean, let's get going.
Yeah.
Get to the village, resupply up, keep continuing.
If we're lucky, when we get to the next village, maybe we can get a ride closer. But we'll get there when we get there.
Should we get rid of this cart so it doesn't show that we did this to this village?
I'm gonna point my finger at it, and I'm gonna say, "You have about 5 seconds to tell me to stop."
I'm gonna strip it for Bob's.
And then I'm gonna stop.
For performance, it's a 19 plus
There
3.
isn't much of reason to destroy it. It's not a particularly.
How do you
fancy
destroy
cart.
it exactly?
I'm just gonna take my tinkering kits and start taking it apart.
Do you want to have them help you just start smashing the wood and everything so you can get to the metal, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys see that he is motioning you guys to help him with the cart, and you see as he's sitting there trying to break apart some of the wood frames and the metal, and it's even to happen. Whoever's willing to go over and help him start just smashing up the cart so you can pick up the pieces so you can kind of fit it. It's all up to you guys. Otherwise,
It's in case we do end up
You
building.
want the wheels?
We'll get wheels.
What do you need?
What's your main goal of getting out of the cart?
Mainly like the metal fittings for like the axles.
Okay, gotcha.
Any gears, any.
All right, then if you're gonna do that, then there's not really any gears, but there is the axles. There's the pieces that are connected to it. You do see the rod, and you do see some form of wooden in between that has almost like a spring mechanism, which allows it to kind of jump up and down and turn. But there's more of like a metal piece on the bottom, which kind of steers it over. The wheels are rounder on the like back half before the wheel, or on like the axle before the wheels are connected, which allows those wheels to kind of turn by themselves based on the motion. Those are the only pieces you kind of get with that roll.
I'll go ahead and take those.
So you can get like a total of four springs, 4 kind of like bowl-shaped with a hole in the center of it from the bottom half of the axles, and then like the large metal pieces that are on the bottom. They're kind of like screwed in that you can undo.
I'll go ahead and I'll take all that.
Okay. I will write that down for you, and I'll put it on that list. And you put this all in the bag of holding? Okay.
We can go ahead and get going.
All right. Before we get going, Reese.
Yes.
Was there any leftover food from the village, by chance?
Not that I saw. I assume the crows ate it all.
A lot of the food was rotten, besides a few vegetables and fruits.
Is there that barrel of water still in there?
Barrel of water?
Well, didn't we get water as well with it, or no?
Yes, you did. Yeah, you went around and you found like a bathing area that has a bunch of water inside of a barrel, a couple buckets.
It's bath water. You don't want bath water.
Well, it's separate. It's clean water that they dump over themselves.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get our rations sorted, our water skins filled, and then I say we head out.
Yeah, sounds fine with me. The closest village is probably our best spot.
Yeah, then we'll head there first.
All right. You guys gather whatever you can, dismantling some of the cart, taking the pieces you need, taking the stuff from the village, kind of reminiscing about what happened here. Do you feel like a hero? Do you feel like a villain after destroying this village with the help? You're not sure.
We didn't destroy this village. What are you talking about?
Exactly, that's what I was saying about the whole carriage, because we did buy it, and our names are written on the voucher of buying the
We bought
carriage.
it at a different. We didn't even buy it in the town we just left. We bought it.
The only reason the crows attacked was because of the incident you guys caused, so. And you're also the last people about to leave this area.
Yeah.
I claim no responsibility for this.
Nah, too bad, Reese.
Not even like from a I don't want to be blamed for this. This was not our fault.
We showed up. We tried to help a guy who was clearly in distress. Then we came in. I mean, if it's anyone's fault, if it has to be one of us, it'd be Darrow for doing the first attack. But even then, it was very clearly not. It was very clearly a monster.
You want to bury the horses before we go? Bury Joe.
Spunky Joe.
Spunky Joe.
Or did you want to carry their bones at the back holding?
Hey, don't question the human femur.
No, okay.
No, leave everything.
No,
as
the
it is.
horses. It was very clearly something happened here. The horses. You can't identify the horses from the bones. Just like you
no,
couldn't
they might
identify
check
us
their
off-
dental
Forensic
records.
science?
Just like you can't identify us off
Should
the
I
carriage.
take the bones? Are
What
you
are there,
telling me I should
serial
take the
numbers
bones?
we were
Yeah.
supposed to
I'll
file
take the
off?
bones.
That's a
You
completely
know what?
different continent. No,
Maybe I'll make bone armor out of it. For Dobby. I'll take the bones.
I think it's a little bit on the nose.
You take all the bones, or
Yeah, fuck it.
okay? That's a lot of bones.
Goodness, dude, let's go.
Can we just like shape it as a human?
I'm gonna have to double check to see what the weight is of a horse bones.
Can we like shape it as a
Full
human?
body horse.
Make a human out of those bones.
I would almost say you wouldn't be able to carry all the bones.
Okay, I don't want to take the fucking bones.
Okay.
I don't need the bones. I just don't want to leave any evidence. I'll burn
There's
the bones.
no evidence.
I take out
They
my
are-
fucking flamethrower. I just burn everything.
They are
Okay,
horse
yeah,
bones.
I set the.
How are, okay, I have a question. I have a genuine question. How are they going to identify us based on the carriage?
I don't know. Because
Is-
we bought
is-
it.
is there
We
fucking-
registered it in
Yeah, exactly.
Everhorn with the distinct whatever we did, and I think
Didn't
Devin's
do
character-
anything to it.
No.
Yeah, Devin's
Devin,
character
didn't
was
he?
decorating it and shit. Don't you remember? You
I have
decorated.
no
Does it
recollection.
have a serial number?
It's not a fucking car. They don't
No,
have
but I
registration.
remember
No.
him
Don't
like
have no
doing
VIN.
something
There's
with
That's
nothing
it.
not
about-
identify a specific carriage.
All right, cool. We're chilling.
It's
Just
more
leave
the
it.
horses that identify the carriage.
Fuck the bones. I'm burning the bones.
They're bones. They're fucking bones.
Don't care. We're
Everything
They
in this
take
place
like
has
the
been
teeth
reduced
marks
to
and
bones.
stuff like.
precautions.
I will forewarn you. There's a chance you might light the forest on fire if you try to light these bones
Alright,
that are
alright.
next to the
We're
tree.
dragging the horse
There's
bones.
no need to deal with the horses. Jesus Christ, we're not gonna be under fire for this.
Just
You say that, but then Jared puts us under fire for this.
Jared, I
Yeah,
swear
yeah.
to God, if this becomes a problem because we didn't clean up the horse bones, I will.
I'm rolling
prevent you-
intelligence. Should we
I
know?
will come annoy
my
you
God.
every single day at work.
For nat one, should we get rid of the horse bones?
In your mind, no.
That means yes.
No,
It was a
that's
nat
not what that
one.
means.
It was a nat
That's
one.
never what that
That's
means.
a critical failure.
That's never what that means.
Oh, I love it.
Kieran just panicking.
Get rid of the bones.
Yo,
and
he's gonna have his fucking fingerprints all over the bones now.
They're gonna know.
roll for heart
What are they,
attack.
forensic scientists? What's the fingerprint's gonna fucking do?
No, they're not gonna do fingerprints. They're gonna do dental records.
What do they do? Talk with the dead.
Speak with the dead horse?
Yes, speak with animals.
Jesus
Nay.
Christ, stop beating this dead horse!
Nay.
Let's speak with animal.
I don't think you can
I don't think you
with
can speak with dead and
and
animals at the
speak
same
with-
time.
Yeah, they're two separate
They're,
spells.
they're concentration spells.
I guess you could bring it. No, you can't bring it. They don't have a druid. There's no druids.
No druids to translate.
I love it.
Yeah. No.
All right, let's move.
Who did this to you?
He said it was his mother.
That's long past due. It's all bones.
Nah, I actually said your mother.
All right, let's
I ain't gonna snitch.
Loose
right,
translation, your mother.
He said he's
Let's
blind.
just get walking. Forget the bones.
All
If
right.
it comes back to bite us, it's Jared's fault.
Come back to bite us. Bullshit.
You guys gather whatever you can. Ready to start leaving. Anything else you guys want to do before you start walking the forest? Say, do, pick up, grab anything specifically, remind each other anything.
Telling us to burn the horse.
I want to make sure. Did I lose all of my stuff?
What do you mean by stuff?
My bag of stuff.
No, it was still on you. I mean, a lot of your clothing is tarnished and ripped. A lot of your armor is kind of beaten up, bent.
Your scarf is new.
You do have a new scarf.
I guess I'll just still carry him with me until I can fix him myself.
It's a bigger scarf.
I just wanted to make
well,
sure.
in your bag, it's all soaked. Everything you have on you and is on you is soaked.
That's
Even like damp clothes on you right now because you
fine.
did jump in.
Yeah.
Does it look like blood?
On her, it's pretty red. Her clothing that was like a tannish brown, blue is it's decently red.
You should probably get you a bath and wash your clothes, Lyra.
Thanks. I haven't noticed.
Do you want those mended?
Are you able to?
Yes.
It's not gonna do much with the color, but it'll fix up a lot of the tears.
I'll pull out my
also
other
press
change of
digitation.
clothes from the
You wanna do
bag.
that too?
Yeah, I can press digitate things to clean them.
Okay, yeah, if you want to do that. So, Reese, explain how you plan to do it.
If you would like, I can mend and clean your clothes.
Sure. Do you have like a before we go? I'll take the Did we already walk? We didn't walk out. I was like, yeah, do you mind following me back into that building really quick?
Yes, I can do that.
And then I'm gonna take off my clothes and I'm gonna put on like the
The other side?
blanket.
Oh,
no,
okay, yeah.
the blanket. I'm gonna take out all of my clothes and stuff and hand it to you so he can clean
Yeah,
it
I got
do
you.
all the
Alright, well these ones are... Well, you have a change of clothes that are like solidly like fine, other than being damp.
They're they're a lot more soaked and red because there was in a
Alright.
bag. So
well,
it piled up.
prestidigitation can dry things, and
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
So for first Reese's hand becomes just a blow dryer and just starts blow drying the clothes before just like pretty much just waving his hand over them as all of the water just as all like the coloring from the water just vanishes. They're back to their normal color and like hands them to you before like just sitting down and.
Are you able to do anything with these? And then I show you my armor pieces that are potentially beaten the fuck up.
It's not gonna do much with the armor. It's just gonna fix more of your cloth-based clothing.
I mean,
That's torn and red.
mending fixes anything that isn't magical.
If you
I
want to
have-
use mending
it's
on it,
mithril, but
oh, then no.
No. Yeah.
That's magical.
okay.
I can fix the leather.
Okay. Thank you, I appreciate it. I really do. How badly dinged up is my armor?
A lot of huge dents.
Okay.
Nothing torn, nothing split.
Okay.
Some kind of rolled up towards like where your shoulders are, and on the bottom half towards where your waist was.
Okay.
Kierian could probably put it, help with the armor itself, at least with the dents.
Okay. I'll put it on still, but I'll don the ones that were in the bag, because they are a little cleaner, and I was wearing
No, they're just
brown
straight up
when
clean.
we came in. Yeah.
They're just straight up clean.
Yeah, they're clean. Clean and dry.
Yeah,
Clean
that's
and
what I
dry.
mean. The brown ones were the ones I was wearing when I came in here, so I don't want to be on those anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super blue now, guys.
Yes. Reese just gets to work, is mending things, sometimes goes, sewing machine hand, sometimes it's like just needle and thread if he needs some more specific work.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he's, in his other hand, he's just straight up blow drying the clothes in the meantime, blow dry. And then, just waving, prestidigitation, standard stuff.
Seems Reese is pretty good at multitasking.
Yes.
Before we leave the building, Lyra will say to you, you don't get the praise and the deserve that you should have, and you are an amazing person, and I appreciate everything you do. I truly do.
Thank
you. And I want to hug you.
Okay.
And then I hug him.
Yeah, like bend down. But
That's
yeah,
okay. If that's fine. I really appreciate everything.
I try to be good people.
You are good people.
All right. In the meantime, as you're doing that, and you guys who are outside helping Kierian kind of dismantle that cart, I'll say at the same time as you guys are both finished, to walk out with clean clothes, not dyed red anymore, nice and dry, seems decently clean, like
Better.
not freshly clean, but
Yeah.
but difference in sight. But you guys gather your stuff as you guys all start walking and taking that main path out of the forest.
Is she still feeling cold?
Not really, no.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
Plus, she's got that scarf that keeps her warm.
She has a scarf and she's out in the sun.
Yeah. No,
Also, I love my new scarf.
Thank you.
It's so nice.
I did work on it.
Before I end this, what is the plan? So it's going to take you maybe 2 or 3 days at the speed that you guys are going to walk to even get out of the forest. What's the distance you guys want to get within, and then take a long rest? If you want a long rest, or if you want to just travel 2 days without resting.
We shouldn't do
Absolutely not.
that. We should just
No.
Just
So,
get the
like,
maximum amount we can with the daylight that we have.
Hunker down.
Hunker down.
go down, stand.
As soon as daylight breaks, pack up and just keep moving.
Okay, so within the first day, you can get within half a day worth of travel.
That's fine.
So if you want to do that,
yeah, we'll start somewhere.
We'll just keep traveling and resting as far as we can until we get out of this forest and to the
Goes down and we can
village.
start like hunting or fishing if we find anything for food.
Yeah.
Do you plan to make camp on the road or off the side of the road?
Off
to the side.
To the side, yeah.
Off to the side.
Alright, just good to confirm.
Just in case anyone comes wandering.
Like a good 10, 20 feet away. Or however, 50 to 100.
We
I don't
should-
know.
No, we should not go very far from the road. This is a thick forest, you said?
It's a very thick.
Because you can lose a path very quickly.
The leaves are very close. They're very wide and bushy, and they're very
Well,
close.
if
Not
we
a lot of
have
sunlight.
rope, we can.
I mean,
always-
yeah, like things can be marked off pretty easily, but it is very easy to lose your way. Like you've heard stories of people wandering off the road, even in massive like national parks, and they're just gone.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that are missing from our mountains.
Yeah.
All right, you guys begin to start traveling. As you do, as you start walking through this main road, you travel for what seems about 11, almost 12 hours. Your feet kind of aching time to time as Reese kind of picks some of you up, carries you more towards Kierian.
Old man.
Being the old man he is. As you guys find a neat area, wide enough for you guys to settle in, but not big enough for you to set fire. You guys can light a lantern to create some form of light and heat.
Yeah,
But it's not very cold right now. You're within the area with summer or spring going into summer.
So it's still pretty warm at night, still within the 50-degree area. Small winds that come in time to time, but it's very thick forest. Not a lot of wind is kind of blowing in within the same area. But you guys all find an area and rest. Some of you struggle because of the rough roots and trees. Some of you have what seems like bedrolls and maybe some pillows to settle in. As you all begin to rest. And you have about another day and a half worth of travel. Maybe 2. Well, that's while they're there.
My
Nice
hope is that you
RP
just let us
tonight,
travel
people.
at least like a week without anything going wrong, because realistically something shouldn't be going wrong that often.
Thank you all for listening, whether you joined us on YouTube or Spotify. We're glad you were here for this chapter. The next episode of The Unlucky 7 will be out next Saturday. Hopefully so, stay tuned to see what happens next. If you enjoyed the story, consider sharing it with your friends, your family, or anyone who enjoys a good tale. It helps us grow, not just the table, but the world we're building together. Until next time, take care of yourself. Have a great morning, a great day, or a great night. And remember, are you feeling lucky? See ya.
So there you sat by firelight's glow, where winding tales and ale both flow, through daring hearts and fates unknown, in lands that feel like not your own. Through every jest and misstep made, through plans that faltered, debts repaid, you stayed to hear what might unfold. A band of friends, a tale retold. So thank ye kindly one and all, for heeding well this humble call. For every laugh and moment shared, know well this tale was gladly aired. In Erdin's realm where stories weave, more yet remain beneath the sleeve. For every end's a turning page, another dawn, another stage. And though the candles burn down low, and weary travelers come and go, the road still calls, the dice still wait, another twist of hand and fate. So thank ye kindly, travelers dear, for lending us your time and ear. If laughter found you along the way, then we have earned our humble pay. Now rest ye well till next we play, when tales return another day. The road goes on as roads must do. We'll see ye next Saturday.